Sorry.
Good.
Several crash at Marginal Way in Forest Avenue. It's Hyundai versus, looks like I think it's 75.
10-4, 106, you start that way?
I can. I was leaving the pump for 3 minutes.
104, I'm just finishing up. I had a
10-4, 106, me, Tony. 141. I'm good. Can you search over 61 Alpine Road for a rabid raccoon stumbling around and fighting itself on the front steps, and caller saying it just fell off of them. 61 Alpine Road. Everyone have it?
817.
Go ahead.
I'm in Portland Forest. I can head to that 65. I'll take care of it.
10-4. Go ahead.
The passenger in the Hyundai is requesting to see an ambulance. Neck pain, arm pain right now, but non-incapacitated. She's about to see that.
10-4, I'll start them.
Jordan Dispatch, would you like the plate numbers for the cars?
Go ahead.
Car I did not give you, it's on a CRV. It's a Honda. It's a Maine Support Wildlife 719 E Boston P David E Edward. We'll need a hook for that. Just take one off the list. We do not have a preference in it. Hyundai is a Maine vanity plate. Sam Oscar Boston Edward Robert Dash Adam Frank. It's on a blue Hyundai.
10-4.
I didn't say the second car will need a hook as well. Again, one off the list will be fine.
10-4.
Jordan Dispatch.
Go ahead.
The CRV Honda, they're requesting AAA now, if that helps at all.
10-4.
515.
Go ahead.
We'll be 10-8 with no tabs to the call.
10-4. 108.
Oh.
Bayside towing lot, 355 Warren Ave for VIN verification. 355 Warren Ave.
Yeah.
So just confirm, we do have a Med 2 rig coming for this show.
They are on their way.
104, they're right in the middle of the intersection down here, so I'll just be helping out with traffic.
10-4.
721.
Go ahead.
Right back at City Hall, you show myself in 22. 10-8.
10-4.
It's up.
10-4. 41 out. 10-4. 200.
Go ahead.
AAA has a call for the Honda. They did not give an ETA at this time, and Bayside towing is coming for the Hyundai.
Okay, thank you.
101.
1.
172 commercial at Gordon Savings. See the manager there for fraud report. 172 commercial. Go ahead.
Please check. Is there a trespass letter on file for 742 Commerce Camden Coffee Shop?
Affirmative.
105.
Go ahead.
1049, starting with Adams, given as Rebecca. I think it's 86, 820. You send me her DMV photo.
105. She is negative. She's showing a suspended status, and she's listed on Mark Graham's bail conditions, and we'll get you the picture.
1OBO.
10-4.
817 for crash report.
2252 2252.
515, can you show me on 742 Congress Street?
10-4, do you have Rebecca there?
752.
752, are you trying dispatch? 141. Go ahead.
I have the raccoon. Is there someone who can meet me at District Road? It'll need a fill information.
107.
What?
Can you meet 141 out on District Road?
141. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought only supervisors had the firearm that was needed for it.
121.
Oh.
In reference to 141's call, are you aware of that?
But I apologize, I didn't copy that.
41 to 21. 122 mentioned something in the past that a certain firearm was needed for field euthanasia for animals, and that I think supervisors were the only ones that carried it.
Copy, I'll head over.
107, you meet 10-8.
713 10-8.
10-4.
15, we'll be at 10-8. She's in service. CT.
122.
Go ahead.
Door, please.
101, can I have a case number for the forgery, please?
5637 5637.
Sorry, dispatch.
Go ahead.
Guy is taking the Hyundai AAA straight, taking the Honda, and Med 2 is transporting the passenger from the, the driver from Hyundai.
10-4. Go ahead.
All yours are clear from the crash detective, not the yellow still working on the report.
10-4.
104, there's nothing holding. Can I get some petrol?
10-4.
41. I'm out on District Road.
121, so.
10-4.
121.
Go ahead.
Can you just let DPW know what's going on so they don't startle them? 21, if you get any calls, it was us. It's been dispatched.
10-4.
752.
Go ahead.
Can you show me how to Deering Oaks right across the Red Apple, please?
10-4, you all set?
I'm all set, thank you.
121, okay.
10-4.
131.
Go ahead.
I had a unit started routine to northeast here. That Ahmad guy is back again, beating 95 over there. Gonna need a ride in town, if it's okay with the supervisor again.
121 copy.
If I'm about, I made it out, I can as well.
10-4, 107.
Okay, I'm with 120. I'll be going on in a second.
21. Is one of the behavioral health folks available?
753.
753.
Are you available to head to northeast area?
10-4.
121. I forget the guy's name. Can you send us 27 on my car?
141.
Go ahead.
I'm going to 10 to the station, clean out the carrier, the raccoon with it.
20. Contact.
10-4.
Tim, I'm clearing 109. I'm not sure where you're at, but I can shout out there. If I'm pulling in, I'll see you here if that's good. Yeah. Do you familiar with him, John? He's a repeated problem everywhere he goes. Yeah, I'm not. I know he was in the show out there last week, but I don't know. Yeah, he's smashing out stuff that Joe smoked a couple of days ago out of control.
31, I'm out at northeast end.
10-4. 110, 111. 21 Berkeley Street for 1080 at the Angel Residence showing back door. 21 Berkeley Street.
Have it.
752 on 10.
102, 915. 915. Disregard.
What I want myself in 7 hours.
107, 753.
753.
There's no need for you to drive all the way out here. He's pretty cooperative. You know, if you can meet him and us at 105 Cumberland Avenue, I think that's where we're going to go.
10-4.
108, I'll be 10-8 service provided.
121 to 753.
753.
He's being cooperative with us right now. We're going to give him, Seven's going to give him a ride into 105, into 105 Cumberland Avenue where he lives. Can you just meet us there?
10-4.
Bob, you can put us out at 8 Congress Square call.
10-4, just one other.
Someone's not far away, so.
106.
20.
Congress Square Park.
107 en route. I have him.
10-4. 108.
Take it.
GC Maggie at 27 Riverside Street for a hit and run report. 27 Riverside.
5 to 6, we'll be all set.
Dispatch copy.
11 now.
915 for 29.
Go ahead.
Last name Dow, Delta Oscar Whiskey. First name Brendan. Date of birth 1986, 10/7.
10.
915.
86.
915.
Are you clear for info?
10-4.
He has a hole and house-run knives in his waistband. He has a confirmed 24, and he's showing a suspended status and Kodak.
Copy. What's the 24?
Failure to appear for unlawful possession of a scheduled drug and violating conditional release.
10-4. Thanks.
866.
Right.
Show me out at 353 Cumberland. I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm going out.
109. 11 Weekly Court. Be careful there for hit and run report. 11 Weekly Court.
All tight. 39. Cleared out. FDA for now.
11.
Crash, I have it.
10.
Going out.
915. We'll be 10-8. They've been moved along.
4.
Okay.
Go ahead.
9 I'm out at 11. Weekly court. I'll wait for a crash number.
2254 2254.
121. Connect.
107, 21. We'll probably be all set here. If you need to clear, I'm all set. 107, we're all 10-8. Handled by 753.
866, I'll be 10.
817. I'll be 10-8.
121. Go ahead.
I see the call on the board from Monument Square. Can you run an SBI and check that guy in house, see if we have history?
21 13.
Jackson House. He has a bolo for making threats in case anybody tried to 46 him. He used to be a transient, but I guess he works at Davis now.
Copy. Anything on a SBI as far as violence weapons?
I'll double check. 817-300.
817-300.
I know you guys are covering Bayside, but can I use for the David's call, 22 Monument Square for the Keep the Peace?
And affirmative. Copy.
121. Can you go to 2 for the SBI?
Good on 2.
His charges include terrorizing, criminal threatening, assault on a police officer, disorderly conduct, and assault.
Copy. 21-300. Are you on 2?
Also reckless conduct with a firearm or dangerous weapon, not a Wyndham.
Oh, that's a problem. 121-300.
300, can you go to 2?
12. Can you make sure 300 has that for those units go out, please?
10 for robbing him switch, and I can relay that to him.
302.
From his SCI include terrorizing, assault on a police officer, reckless conduct with a firearm or dangerous weapon out of Wyndham, and terrorizing.
131.
131.
Be on another call in front of Northeast Air with another individual, and 753 is en route to help me with this one as well.
Over.
817 is going out.
300 mil.
10-8 with the report.
Over.
131.
131, go ahead.
Name for the call when you're ready, providing a Washington date ID. It's the same gentleman I had the other day as well.
What?
His name is Silver, given of Victor Ida Tom, Adam Lincoln, Ida Yankee. Ida middle initial. Date of birth 93-125, Washington State and Maine. I've got an OLN if you need it.
We have it. Washington State is not coming back at this moment, but he's negative.
Give you the OLN for Washington State. I think you need to spell out his middle name. It was Ian, but it's OLN is Whiskey David Lincoln, 6 Robert 6 Zulu 4 Charlie, 93 Boston.
Oh, wait, 3.
Okay.
131.
131, go ahead.
I know guys are getting off shift soon. I'm just looking for another 1014 in town for this gentleman. This is available. And I can wait for a 1600 car to go 10-8.
Over.
31.
Go ahead.
You can cancel all that. He's walking away on his own and headed in town via foot. You can cancel 53 as well.
10-4, 753, 10-8. 10-4.
31.
Right.
I'm over by Fire Gate 1 and 753. Just pulled up and this gentleman stopped again. I'm just going to have a chat with him just to check on him.
Sure.
300. We're 10-8, sir. Provide.
Over. 817, 300, 200.
817.
Can you guys head to Deering Oaks, 45 Park Ave? It's going to be right across from the post office on the park side for a black male with a black hoodie and black pants, carrying around a large knife and stabbing the trees in the area of Deering Oaks across from the post office and the park side.
17 has it.
209 copy. How many calls have we received, and do we have a call right now?
Just the one from a passerby. He's still on the line.
Keep on line.
Over.
300. I'm sorry. It's 21. I'll start that way as well.
Over, thank you.
111. I'm not far off. You can put me on that call as well.
Over.
111. You can show me on scene. I'm not seeing anything just yet.
Over.
Sure, I'm going on as well. Where's our call right now?
I tried to keep him on the line. He had driven off past the scene, so he had no further information to provide. He didn't want to be seen.
And just one call from you.
Just the one caller.
And we did get a landmark for that better spot. Did you have that for where the person was last week?
Just right across from the post office is what he said.
817 is going out.
Over.
200 dispatch, just give me a quick update. There's nobody matching that description, nor does anything appear out of the ordinary. Again, I'm going to, Officer Sheriff's now be walking through, just checking over the phone.
Over.
852 to 200.
Go ahead, sir.
Lieutenant, just coming in from Park Ave in the area. There's a gray Ford Escape, New Hampshire tags directly across from you guys, High Street Extension. Two guys are kneeling out of view from you. Unknown if they're the subjects or not, but they're concerned that you guys are present, hiding behind the driver's door.
We'll walk over and say hello.
852, that 28 is New Hampshire 496-6134.
It's negative active on a gray 2008 Ford Escape to a Derek Bourdon, born in 1981, New Hampshire.
Sorry, Detective Napiel is going to swing around with a car. We'll approach and say hello to folks over there.
Over.
111, what's the name of the RO of the vehicle?
Derek Bourdon, born in 1981.
Copy.
322. Vehicle 2410 there.
Over.
852.
852.
852, go ahead.
852, you don't need this car for any reason, do you? Or is there any info you need?
No, sir, I just happened to notice them hiding behind the car as you guys approached.
200 dispatch, we're going to be clear from all down here right now. We're business as usual, and there's nothing going on this side right now that we're urgency.
Over.
131.
131, go ahead.
Sub 53 at Claire, he's headed in town, thank you.
305 and 10-8 for the wagon and the camera.
Over.
307.
Go ahead.
Afternoon, 10-8, 7-7.
10-4, good afternoon. Over. 305, 306.
Very good.
Been pending for a little. Can you check the area of Longfellow Square, 199 State Street? A refused caller stated there was a white male wearing a blue and white flannel shirt that was screaming and hitting vehicles in the area of Longfellow Square, 199 State Street.
72.
You're on to. Go ahead.
Mama said 8 and car 12. I'll switch to 1.
Over.
310.
310, go ahead.
10-8, area 10 with vehicle 10.
Over.
339.
Over.
305 GOA 10.
10-4, 306, 10-8.
850 38.
What?
7017Y Yankee in Nora.
It's negative active on a tan 2006 Chevy 1500 to Michelle Nason, born in 1976, out of Portland.
Could you send that 28 response to my email, please?
Over. 303.
Good.
Can you see a female named Ashley Gagnon for harassment report?
122.
122, good.
You saw somebody with a tire. I've got a sliced tire over here. I'm on front of the Deering Oaks, the old snack shack, right by the duck pond.
Over.
I need a tow company called to swap it out or something around one in the basement.
Over. 305.
Okay.
Sorry, can you get the tire and bring it to 122 by the duck pond, Deering Oaks?
Good.
Good night.
Good night, good.
399.
Over, good afternoon.
308 Beetle 13.
Over.
317.
Over.
Really?
Very good.
Just checked in with Doris Gavis. I know the female is extreme 44 and she already left, so see what I think.
308, 309.
308.
Fire site in Suites, 81 Riverside Street. Can you see Nicole Bouchard in the lobby? She was causing a scene due to staff not letting her access a room that she's not registered to. I did speak with them and they will like her removed. Fire site in Suites, 81 Riverside Street.
Yeah.
I have it.
303. Can you check the Cumberland County Courthouse, 205 Newbury Street, for a report of 7 teenagers that are skateboarding on the front steps?
They're not there anymore. Tonight.
If I can use the rope.
301. Can you check the parking complaint, 28 Morning Street, for a purple Chevy Blazer that's been parked there for a week and slightly obstructing the caller's driveway?
10-4, got his parking on or no?
I can call them. I guess she was also complaining about an expired registration or something.
10-4, I'll go up there. You can just clear it out and I'll give it a sir.
Sure. 307.
7.
50 Sewell Street, in front of the building for a 55 involving a Ford F-250 and a Subaru. 50 Sewell Street.
07 have it.
718.
718.
There's a bit of a language barrier, but can you head to 259 Oxford Street, apartment 2, and see the 17 for a possible fraud report?
4 up. 311.
311, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we can 311.
03.
What?
Hi, Becky's Diner, 390 Commercial Street, with the fire department for a PD crash involving a Jeep and a Porsche. One of the vehicles is smoking. They're on the way. Becky's Diner, 390 Commercial Street.
311 up.
Sure.
There's someone going up. 307.
7, go ahead.
I'll give that 17 a call back. I'm unable to locate the crash.
Okay.
718.
Go ahead.
718, can you have the RP step up?
Suffer.
718 is the correct scope.
307. 307.
Good.
She's in the parking lot by the entrance to Bayside Employee Health Center. She's standing outside of the blue Ford F-250.
4.
303.
303, go ahead.
Proper address is 460 Commercial Street. I'll be going out. I don't know if we can move them. They're blocking the whole eastbound side of Commercial.
Suffer.
307 home.
303.
303.
I want to send another unit over routine about proving these. One of the drivers is pretty worked up, and swearing somebody else. Seems like he might be the one that fall actually.
Fair one.
07.
307, go ahead.
I have the 28s just after the call for the Subaru. If you can make contact with the owner.
Suffer, we have it.
10-4. For the Subaru, if we just try to contact the owner. It's pretty extensive front end damage.
Sure.
And 303 to 322. Go ahead. Just to advise, one complaining of neck pain, med-Q's checking her out, and then the other vehicle, all the airbags went off. But Mickey says that they are okay.
Okay.
Right, Tom, clear?
Sure.
Just have to drop the damaged tire back off at the PD, and then I'll go to it.
Sure. 307.
Yep.
You don't have any numbers for that, RO?
Never, thank you. I just made contact.
Sure.
308.
308, go ahead.
Can you change call type to a civil? I'll be sending provide service.
Number 309, 10-8.
And I copy.
07 for a crash number.
2256, 2256.
10-4.
30.
Okay.
718. 718 provided service tonight.
Okay. 303, go ahead.
We'll start off with one AAA record for New York, Hotel Charlie Papa 4063.
Okay.
718.
718, go ahead.
718 reference 73 Portland Street. Just went by. There's nobody out front tonight.
Sure.
303.
303, go ahead.
We got a phone call for witness to the crash. I got the phone number when you're ready now. Call in.
What?
Looking for Matthew, and it's 609-605-0350.
Sure. 303, he's on the line if you want to call in.
Anthony.
Sure. 5306. Maine, 22 Bramhall Street, the ED, to assist staff with Alicia McCarron, born in 1991, who was discharged and is refusing to leave the hospital, has a bull in her foreign nice as well. Maine, 22 Bramhall Street, in the ED.
Cops. 503.
503, good.
Good afternoon. I'll be attending shelter detail vehicle 14.
For good afternoon. 718, 817.
718.
By the post office, 125 Forest Ave, outbound on Forest in bus 1926. Can you assist Metro Dispatch with a female that's inside the bus, refusing to wear a mask, refusing to leave, and being belligerent? They would like her served and removed.
17.
Yes, you're good.
Your crash number given
2257 2257.
copy. Is AAA given ETA or they have the call?
They do have the call. They didn't give any tea.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
6 is out.
Sure.
817 is going out.
Never.
3-1.
Go ahead.
We're going to need AAA for the porch as well.
How far do you have the 28?
Lobster Ridge 934 Alpha X-ray, man.
Never. Go ahead.
She's been removed from the bus in a provider.
Never.
3-1, it'll have to be a flatbed. All drive SUV.
Never.
311.
311, go ahead.
The paperwork needs to be printed out and collected for Lambert Street.
It's in patrol.
Probably I'll grab it.
305, she's left. She shows 10 neighborhood service.
Never.
Here's some.
Go ahead.
10 neighborhood report.
Never. 310 307.
307. 307.
Forest Ave, just after the northbound on-ramp to I-295 with McHugh for an unknown medical problem, a male that's laid on the sidewalk.
305. 7 306. I'm Forest at Marginal now. Grab half that.
7 and 8.
311, I'll take the other half of that unknown medical and go out there after.
310 and 8.
Come. 6, I'll be out with him.
306.
306, red.
43 female, she's up and moving. 10-8.
4311 10 8.
309. He head out to 18 Lambert Street with 311. He has the paperwork to be served on Amanda Dorsey. 18 Lambert.
Copy.
718 305.
718.
166 4th Street for 44 issues. Passerby is reporting a female who's in the middle of the street blocking traffic and talking to herself. She's a white female with a gray sweatshirt, blue jeans, no shoes on. She apparently has walked to the parking desk at the AC Marriott. 166 4.
718.
3-1, what was the ETA for AAA?
They said about 20 minutes, about 10 minutes ago.
I'm gonna.
I'm out.
3-9-28.
Good.
Maine PC 334, John William.
It's negative active on a blue 2003 Toyota Avalon to Cynthia Dorsey. That address expires in December of this year.
Copy, thank you.
718 to 305. 305. 718 to 305. Report.
We're in the roundabout of the ACO itself, right off of 4th Street.
35 for 20.
Good.
Female not producing, out of Maine, last name Griffith, first name Valerie, 1995-018.
305. Can we get her last name one more time?
305, it's Griffith, Griffith.
305. She is negative valid out of Lisbon Falls.
718.
Amanda's not home. Made contact with her mother, Cynthia. 911, you can just bring the paperwork and I'll try again later.
311. Copy.
Yeah, you should be taking that.
309, you can clear me. I'll advise when I'm going to try again for her.
718.
Good.
718, can you try public service for me?
Good.
207-520-9594 should be the individual's mother.
Did you want them to come pick her up or see if they're willing?
10-4, if they can get somebody, them or the sister, wanting to come down here.
311, 310.
310.
Area 533 Forest Ave for Checkle being passerby was saying there's a gray Toyota Corolla with a white male in his 40s wearing a blue striped shirt that was acting erratic and talking to himself and kept getting in and out of his vehicle in the area 533 Forest South.
You can have it.
718.
718.
The number went straight to voicemail, but we're leaving a message.
10-4, I have a number for the sister. If you're ready for 15, copy that.
Go ahead.
207-402-9736. 310 in the air.
718. Could you call in, please?
310 negative contact, 10-8.
Put my copy thing.
3-3.
Go ahead.
We code to a PI. Will be 10-8 AAA's got both vehicles.
718.
718.
Is Valerie's sister on the way to get her?
10-4, thank you.
718.
Go ahead.
The brother called in. I guess he's the one who's going to be coming to pick up Valerie, and he said his ETA is 40 minutes.
Thank you.
306, 303.
What?
Forreston Park for a truck while being refused caller, driving through the area, and there was a female with medium length dark hair, dark top, and dark leggings who's ranting and keeps walking out into traffic. Forreston Park.
Yeah, she can clear it out. I was in the area when it came in. Is that Auburn Street? Is she going to meet us at the middle school, or am I meeting her at home? Is she going to be responding from the middle school?
She'll be at the school.
Yeah, but you can give that to me.
10-4, 310.
I don't know.
10-4, 308.
Go ahead.
311. 72 Bishop Street, apartment 212. Staff is calling about Mark Lyon, who assaulted a female in apartment 202. They're currently separated, and there's a time delay of 30 minutes. Trista Garcia is the victim. They're saying Mark might have a pocket knife, but they're not sure. 72 Bishop Street, apartment 212.
Yeah. Okay.
306. You just checked the area of Marginal in Hanover for a white male who was holding a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, who seemed to be on 750 in the area of Marginal in Hanover.
Got really enough.
7-1. 310.
503, I'm being flagged down about some sort of disturbance inside of the shelter.
303. 503, it may be in reference to a breathing issue. We just got a medical call for it.
503, what's that for me?
Affirmative. We got a medical call that just came in for a breathing issue at the shelter.
10-4. It's going to be one and the same. We're right in front of the desk on the first floor.
718. 718.
Go ahead.
Could you call in, please?
503. I'm all set with the second unit.
303, Lieutenant.
503. Can I have you add a name to the call?
Good.
Last name Johnson. The male and male last name Johnson. Given name is Alex. Middle initial is C. Date of birth 1977-0424.
503.
Go ahead.
Are you clear for info?
Affirmative.
He does have a confirmed 24, but it's for failure to appear for theft.
10-4. You can leave that in there. Med-Q just arrived.
It's you can clear it out.
Fine.
The order's been served. Just so we're on the same page, there is no temporary protection order. Just a summons to court date.
4?
503. He's being transported up to the hospital. You can show me 10-8 handled by Med-Q.
309.
Right.
Could you call in, please? 306. Can you check the area of 9C Street for a 9 hang up? There's abandoned on callback. It just rings. The area of 9C Street.
311, I'm saying.
Take it over there. You can clear it out.
308.
Fine.
I had a narrative. Can you just add a secondary 43? I'll be funny.
311, 310.
310.
373 Forest Ave for persons bothering C back at that location. Staying in the back parking lot, there's a brown Toyota sedan with a male who might be on 750. He was crawling around on the ground acting strange. 373 Forest.
11 out. 11 out. 311 for 29.
Go ahead.
Not providing concerning Lindstrom.
BLINSTRUV, given James, 86, 1015.
311, he's negative. He comes back on file out of Burlington, Vermont.
311 will be all set.
310, you need to me.
310, copy.
306. DC Jeremy at Q Park Ave. We'd like to report a theft of candy bars by a female who took off on foot on Park Ave towards St. John Street. She's wearing a white long sleeve shirt with flowers on it. She had bruises on her face. 2 Park Ave.
311,
10-4. Could you see Helen at 295-47 Hannaford for a PD crash? It's a red Hyundai Veloster and a gray Nissan Altima. 295-47.
Copy.
310.
310.
616 Forest Ave for a PD crash. Green Subaru in the lot. 616 Forest Ave.
213. I just drove down Free Street and didn't see anything matching the description or a matching plate. I'll be tonight.
10-4.
204, I'm in the area.
10-4. 213, 206.
213.
Dick 23 Free Street, the One City Center parking garage. Security busier is actually going to stand by. It's called to reference a group of skateboarders on the rooftop that have been moved and served. 23 Free Street.
13, copy.
6, copy. I'm now being told that he only saw one skateboarder.
Copy.
204, that gentleman's GOA. We can be 10-8.
For 203, copy.
3 copies. I can head to the parking garage.
For 206, 210. Copy, 10.
Push it.
For 206?
The call is correct. I'll be 10 parking ticket issue.
10. 204, 206.
204.
Okay. 65 Portland Street, check the area, reference an hour hang up. We had a female on the line who wasn't making much sense. She said something about tried during Oaks, maybe a fight, and said 91 is not a play number either, and then hung up. 65 Portland Street is where the call was mapping. She may have been calling about something happening during Oaks.
4.
Okay. 402, good.
I apologize. AAA has a vehicle. You can show me tonight. 203.
203.
Did the caller give a description of the skateboarder?
Negative. I guess you could see them on the camera. See one in the camera.
204, I'm in the area back there, group.
10-4.
13, I'm out.
3 up.
204, the park seems normal, too. If we don't have anything further, we can clear this out.
10-4. I don't. It's just that one call. 206. Copy. Copy. Did try calling it back 204. It went to voice.
Copy, thanks for trying.
203.
Go ahead.
Their GOA, 10-8. 203. 203. 204.
204.
Area 510 Congress Street. We've had several calls. One from assault where a male got slapped. And the other one is a Courtney and a Tim. I'm not sure who they are yelling at each other. Again, it's right in that area. 500 or 510 Congress Street. 300.
10-4.
13, I can take 4, sir.
Sure.
I copy, thank you.
13 and 3, apparently the victim's walking towards Monument Square. He's a black male, bald, glasses, jeans, sweater, boots. Suspect, I don't know if it's the female or the male, is wearing a blue t-shirt and carrying a shopping bag. Has black jogging pants on with a white stripe.
3 copies. I'm going in the area now. 3 LVO with the suspect at High Society on Congress.
13, I'll be on 3.
406.
46, go ahead.
Give me 10-6, I have to down this vehicle.
203 for 29.
Right.
Male of Florida, not producing. Last name is Bartlett. Boy, Adam, Robert, Tom, Lincoln, Edward, Tom, First name's Timothy. He's got 2 middle initials. First is B, boy. Second's A, Adam. 1984-0707.
3.
Good.
He's negative. Not on file in Maine. On file out of Florida. He may have a warrant out of Michigan, but they won't extradite. Sorry, the warrant's out of Indiana. They still won't extradite.
Copy.
13 and 3. There's a bolo for assaulted towards police.
Copy.
203. Go ahead.
We were unable to locate the victim and sounded like his mutual combatants based on the mail I ran story. Lieutenant 8, secondary 44. 203. Can you turn me north to the pumps, please?
Oh.
406. All right. We in car 11 for the remainder.
Temple.
213. Can you put me back on that shoplift from Save-A-Lot? I think I've got the suspect here in front of Blue Sky, and I'm going to try to CT him.
203, I'm 10-8.
213 for 29.
Right, exactly.
In front of Save-A-Lot, I was in front of the Chinese restaurant, but I'm back in front of Save-A-Lot.
Where with it?
Last of Decker, David Edward Charles, King Edward Robert, first of Joshua, date of birth 0615 of 88.
Sorry, 1988, 65.
Affirmative.
203. Go ahead.
Can you please show me tagging property at 109? Can you raise the door 2, please?
213.
Good.
Josh was negative. He's on file out of Portland. And it looks like he's a sex offender.
10-4, thanks. 213.
213, go ahead.
Lieutenant, it wasn't him, just happened to be wearing the same exact outfit. I'll be en route to the pumps.
Hello.
131.
131, go ahead.
Hey, can I have a MACU respond note to the security side at Shipyard, please, for a man that, I'm not sure if it's a diabetic situation or not. Conscious and somewhat alert.
131, they have it.
Thank you.
Just confirm, that's not on the secure side, correct? 402. 78 Clarkville Road, in the area. Just check out for a silver Toyota sedan, maybe illegally attached. I'll continue looking. They gave us 134 T's and Tango, Y's and Yankee, but for some reason this person thought we were looking for that vehicle. Last in the 78 Clarkville Road.
42 again.
Go ahead. Right. We have 7's call. 7. 204.
204.
206. 45 Spring Street parking garage. Tristan Tucker, he just a passerby. So 3 people, look like 3 people were trying to break into that Toyota Tacoma with Vermont plates. I guess it's parked on the Free Street side of 5 Free and Center. 45 Spring Street. I don't have other description on the 2 white males.
204, copy.
I guess there was a female there with an orange hat also.
Copy. 402, check the area.
Hello.
402, the car will be sealing.
No. The plate wasn't a match.
COA cleared out.
Hello.
Does that come going in the air?
Hello. I only received one. We only received 1 call on this.
Copy. Is the caller still in the area?
Oh.
Copy. Okay, so I'll be going out with them. They're on Free Street across from, they're in the area of Aura. Looks like it's probably their own vehicle.
4 copy.
4 copy. I'm pulling down the sprint from Congress now.
202. 202. Yeah, up to Monday Hill Fire Station, 134 Congress Street. They have a dog bite that walked in.
6-4, I'm all set. It is their vehicle. They're just trying to get into it.
Copy. Thank you.
2-7.
Go ahead.
Related to this call, can you show us that on foot at the end of Frederick? We're all set.
At the end of Frederick.
213, I'm 10-8.
Hello.
3, I'm 10-8. Can you close the door, please?
Sussex.
Please go ahead.
Will any of our tow companies come and help out? Keys are just locked in the car and tools they have aren't working well enough.
It will, but it's going to be like, I think last I knew it was like minimum 50, but as high as 80.
Copy. Can you just call the next one on the list and see what they'll charge to do it?
31.
Go ahead.
I have a cruiser routine to open by my cruisers out front to Jetport for N14 to the hospital for one of the people that's going with them. Their NICU's not allowing any people to travel with the patient.
12.
I have it.
Thank you, Terry. 206.
Okay.
as I stated, but it's actually gone up $100.
Copy. We'll hold off on that for now.
Do it to him up.
Good.
131.
Good.
Security is going to meet the officer that you're sending at the Yankee unit. And if you can generate another call, 1095 male out of control at gate number 10.
Down for 2-8.
Yeah, poor.
Yes. 512 is going to go help a family member, and if you can assist 207. Check 131.
4. Sure.
204, go ahead.
Put me on that 52 complaint on Deering Street, please. Clear it out. Car's been ticketed.
512.
Joe Chip.
Right.
You change the location to Congress at Eastern Prom and Fisher Makeys.
5717. 5717.
Thank you.
I have my hotel.
31 for 29.
Right.
Turning Jason, CHIASSON, giving up Benjamin, 8753. I'm not familiar if you can check him in-house as well.
512.
Right.
Yeah, I've been out to Maine. That was starting on is 95437.
1453.
I'm going out.
31 to 8, just stand by. I'm not sure if I'm going to need you or not.
131.
Go ahead, sir.
132 ran him about 10:30 this morning. Officer Reagan, one ran him earlier today. As for history, October he was suspect in a crime, and then 2019 criminal mischief, 2017 FI, 2014 OUI, goes on.
I assume he was negative this morning.
Yeah, so he's negative.
406, 1083. Hanging by a thread on Warren Ave with main combination 138305.
203 and 10.
131.
Good.
31, I'm all set with 8. You can have him back. He became polite and cooperative, and I've got him rebooked for an hour from now, so he'll be gone soon.
2-8 copy.
8-8.
402.
Good.
Can you show me all the 406?
512, I'm out. 95440.
Keynote 2.
521.
521.
Can you log an essay for the soup kitchen for myself and 510 for the 1500 hour?
406 or 10 with a citation.
521.
Go ahead.
You guys want to cover a overdose for me?
Sure. Where is it?
Just down the street, 5 Portland Street, in the back. The resource center. Someone overdosing.
We have it.
Well, it looks like it's by the porta potties. I just had someone go over and told me the same.
Well, I'm on 11th Street. Can you put me out there too, please?
Individual probably has already 2 doses of Narcan given.
206. 206.
602.
512.
512, right?
Ready?
512.
204.
Breathing, non-responsive.
Yeah.
They're on their way.
Thank you. So, just a correction, apparently he's been given 3 doses of Narcan.
Okay, 3 doses.
204, it's Stanley Holmes. 204, can I have Stanley's birthday, please?
What's Stanley's last name?
Holmes, we'll have him in house.
204.
Go ahead.
Date of birth in 1992-22. He's negative on file with bail conditions. You stand 3-0 of concentrating upon it. 44 staff. Also, he's got a follow for being assaulted towards police.
Thank you.
Go to. Show me time with the report.
206. You have it on 144 State Street, Mercy Hospital, on State Street for a PD accident. The Brown Super Legacy and the Silver Toyota Corolla.
204, can you also run a James Egan, please? I don't have the date of birth.
I'll find him in the house. 204. 204.
Go ahead.
James, the date of birth of 1956-8/17 is negative. On file out of Portland in good bail conditions. That'd just be a standard 3.
Thank you.
402.
402.
Check here of 799 Forest Avenue for now and hang up for the cell phone. Okay, just the here of 799 Forest Ave.
402 again.
6 from out.
521.
Right.
Everybody's 10-8, handled by Matthew.
Over, Sarge.
402, I'm in the area.
Good.
402, sorry, I'm in the area.
65 to 28 to get out of the call, please.
Good.
NPC 4325 X-ray Victor.
46. Negative on a silver 2005 Toyota Corolla. Expiring in June of 2022 to Annalie Curtis out of Old Orchard.
Second one is 6849 Union King. And I'm all set with that response.
402.
Good.
Hasn't shown. You can clear that choice, then.
Bravo.
6 for crash number.
2297, 2297.
Thanks.
400. Secure the detail on Warren Avenue, 1019. 406.
46, go ahead.
I'll be in 6 for the remainder. 402.
402, go ahead. 4.
The area 2 for the remainder.
406.
Good.
Can you check Copley Apartments 485 Cumberland Ave for a silver smaller sedan, a note 28 that was parked in the handicap spot, see if it's still there. 485 Cumberland.
46, have it. 47.
Okay.
I'll be 10-8-7-7. 401.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. To the area 1 vehicle. 404.
Go ahead.
10-8 area 4, wagon 43 with hammer.
403.
403.
10-8-3 with 3.
412. 10-8 with the K9 area 5.
408, go ahead.
Afternoon. 8-8.
408. 412.
Good.
Check 15 Bond Street. Area resident calls reference a blue Ford Ranger that's parked in no parking zones, making it hard for other vehicles to see when they're pulling out into the street. There's no good number for the RO. It's main combination 117658 15 Bond Street.
Well, there.
400.
Good.
Can you call it?
10.
410, go ahead.
8, 10 of 10.
For 408 410.
4.
19 Wellesley Estates. Uses Saginaw County. They're looking for us to make contact with the operator of a Nissan Altima Mass 28 1 M Mary C Charlie 25. It's reference to a theft investigation. They gave the name of Daniel Barbosa with the date of birth listed in the call. We don't have issue with Daniel, but we have Dominic with the same date of birth, and he has a goal for carrying concealed. 19 Wellesley Estates.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
406.
406, good.
It's GOA 10-8.
408.
4.
Logging this plate in house is how I came up with the name, and during a road rage incident in May of this year, the operator flashed a firearm at another party in Wells. Just use caution.
I'm familiar with them. If you could get that deputy on the line, I'd like to chat with him, make sure we're talking to the right person for the right reason.
10 for 407, 422.
407.
422.
410.
Okay, it's 830 Ocean Ave, Ashton Gardens Retirement Living, apartment 306. McHugh's on scene for 76-year-old male that's fallen, injured his head, but it sounds like this is stemming from a domestic between two elderly residents there. McHugh's on scene, standing by. 8 Ocean Ave, 306.
7, I have it. Good. 4, you can have 410 back. I should be all set so long. Like I said, I'm familiar with Tom.
10 for 410, can you head to Ocean Ave for that 45? Copy. 4 and 408.
Good.
The deputy that called it in to us is actually off duty. The number that's listed there goes to dispatch. I have him on the phone and have dispatch on the phone. They're advising their ATO has the name of Dominic. Do you still need to talk to that deputy or is that enough?
Just confirming, you said that it is Dominic they're looking for. If that's the case, I'll be also talking with the deputy.
For dispatch had looked into the call on their end, and the name that they have listed for the attempt to locate was Dominic. Yeah.
Copy. Also, thank you.
Yep.
412.
412.
The vehicle is GOA 10-8.
Yep.
4-2.
Okay.
I'll be out with one on Congress Street across from Walgreens. Sounds like a medical issue, I'll advise.
421.
21 good.
402 between it.
What you saying by 421 good? 421 I covered. You try it again. Where you going to service?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4402 good.
Mail a text sister named Poindexter, Paul, Ocean, Ida, Nora, David, Edward, X-ray, Tom, Edward, Robert, first name Byron, spelled Boston Young, Robert, Ocean, Nora, middle initials C as in Charles, date of birth 1978, 12/17.
First name by any need for MedQ?
Yeah, if you want to start MedQ rolling, he's saying he's having a reaction to some sort of medication he's taking. He's having a hard time speaking.
Yeah, for are you at 290 Congress? Or?
Yeah, I'm in the church lot right across the street.
421.
21 good.
Could you start 402 one more unit? We dealt with him a couple nights ago and he was pretty erratic.
For 401.
Morning, Adam. Gonna go on a sec here.
Yeah. 402.
402.
Be clear for some information.
Go ahead.
We got a couple of 24s. They're non-extraditable. He's not on file in Maine. He comes back on file with like 3 different call-ins out of Texas. He comes back on file. At least one is not eligible.
Copy. It sounds like it might be a 44 issue. He's saying has seizures. He's taking a separate medication. He's not saying what it is.
Yeah, or MedQ is on the list.
Thank you. 401, I'm out.
Yeah.
4 going up.
403, 404.
403.
404.
Exchange dude at 4th Street. You can check on a male that's standing on the road trying to direct traffic. Looks like he's drinking alcohol. It's a white male, gray sweatshirt, blue hat, black pants with a beard. Exchange in 4.
4-3 of it. 4-4 coming.
410 going out. Yeah,
402.
402 good.
Hold on, can I get his date of birth again for MedQ?
Gave me 78, 12, 17.
4-3 out.
Yeah.
422 going up. 407, same traffic.
411.
Go ahead.
B10A area 11 vehicle fault.
4 out.
444. 403 is your traffic.
403 for 29.
Go ahead.
Med should be out of Maine. Last name Cressy, Charles, Robert, Edward, Sam, Edward, Young. I believe his first name was Robert.
What do you have a date of birth?
Sorry, it's first name of Matthew, 1981-09-23.
Yeah, for he is negative 29, shows suspended. He's code F. There's a protection order where Jennifer Lucas is protected for him.
Copy.
Void. Location in 94, not 19.
From history, logging the plate, it does have history at 94. I'm going to try that. It was given to me as 19.
Affirmative, it is 94.
Yeah. 412.
12.
Area of 113 Bond Street with a phase 2 that was mapping there and nothing was said. Going to voicemail, call back, and there's no history. Area of 113 Bond.
12 I have it. I'm in the area. 4-3.
403.
Beers bouncing. He's going to try to stay out of the road. We're 10-8, secondary 43.
408.
Contact made, message has been delivered, and this is a current U21 location. 412, 10-8 negative contact.
406, 412.
406, 412.
510 Cumberland Ave. Meet up with Lauren Belanger. Reference violation of paperwork that just occurred. She's girlfriend Ahmed Shekaib that she has order against, who she saw standing across the street from her, watching her move her items. He had walked off towards State Street. There's no time delay. There is an active order in a suppressed one that needs to be served. Probably just a permanent version of the original order. He describes a black male, gray long sleeve pullover, gray pants. 510 Cumberland Ave with you, Lauren.
406, I have it. Can you ask her what apartment she's in? I know she was moving.
She was outside with a friend. History and house shows apartment 104. So she should be outside.
All right. 12 I have it.
406.
Go ahead.
Please bring to the suppressed order the IOS if contact is made. You can be served that as well.
406 going out?
Tampa 406.
402.
402.
Miss, you can be transferring to main med for a medical issue. You can show us tonight. 412, I'm in the area.
Yeah, 412.
406.
406, what?
She's not outside and not coming to the door. Could you give her a call?
Yeah, for standby. 406. She didn't feel safe, so she went in, but she's on her way out to meet you at the door. 402.
402.
103 Fox Street, a Rising Tide Brewing Company. Meet up with Maxwell with the staff members reference of found fallen.
402, yeah. 402, no.
Yeah.
402.
Go ahead.
That's a long shot, but if I give you a name, can you see if you have any addresses or contact numbers for them?
Go ahead.
Hello, Rhode Island. Your name Zello, Zebra, Edward, Boston, Zebra, David, Adam. First name Jackson, middle initial B as in boy, date of birth 1990-0410.
Yeah, for standby.
4123.
401, go ahead.
Weymouth at Congress, Maine, PC 1935, X-ray Nora. 412.
412, go ahead.
I've checked the area, negative contact on tonight.
406 to 421.
Go ahead.
I guess the full protection order has more verbiage in it. He's in his apartment now, but I don't think he's going to come to the door.
Okay, just take a report and we'll go from there.
10-4.
And as far as serving him, we'll try it later.
Bobby.
402. 402.
406, can you serve me another unit? He's coming outside now.
412.
12, I copy.
403.
403.
Need 1019 to the IOS, pick up a suppressed order and bring it to 406 so you can start the subject.
3, I have it.
Slash the 402. Found a cell out of state, online. Had his name on the recording and left a message.
Oh, thanks. I'll hold off for case number for now. You can show me to Nita.
406 to 20. You guys slide this way?
404. 421.
401, I'm clearing here. Didn't hear what they had over there.
I couldn't copy it either, but I started charging another unit.
We're right down the road. Go that way as well.
406, do you have an update?
We're trying to work through it. Step it up. Step it up.
444, 421.
Copy. 21, go. 4 I'm out.
404.
12 out.
12. 410 for case number. Yeah, 1 second. 421, unit still all set?
We are. He's detained.
Was detained at 1705. 410, your case number is 57185718. Thank you. We're 10-8 with the view sheet. 402.
42.
Can you call in? We have Jackson on the phone.
Wait.
401, you still all set?
Sorry, I'm out with the units on the scene.
Capper.
421 to 403.
Go ahead.
We're bringing it back to 109, so just hang out there at 404. We'll meet you there. Copy, I'm out.
421.
Go ahead.
I know he's detained now. Do you have any units you can spare, or are they all tied up?
Yes, we can clear 412 and 401 and myself.
412, 401.
412.
Check the area of 2 Park Ave, Big Apple. We got a couple of calls reference somebody who has been assaulted is bleeding from the head. The female caller last saw the male walking west on Park Ave. She described him as looking like Drew Carey. Another caller said that a man who was hit in the head with a pipe, caller didn't see what happened, described as a white male, saw the description.
412 evidence.
And it looks like he might be wearing black pants holding a towel, man bleeding from the head. And he may be walking with a male that has a bike on him. One party saw him on Sherman heading towards Mellon.
12, I copy. I'm in there.
404, I'm en route to 109. 42.
Good.
It's clear. I'm at 16 Mechanic Street to drop his wallet off.
We said 16 Mechanic?
Remember?
411, 410.
Hello.
25, exit 7 southbound. Report of a white Honda Civic that was weaving all over the highway, last seen getting off at this exit. There's no time delay. The 28 comes back. The subject out of 206 Taft Ave. The 20 provided was 6125 Union David. Cut off exit 7. Jacob.
What I
Copy.
401.
Go ahead.
Over the passerby, I think there's 2 males that were involved. Sherman by here. I can see him out there. So try to make contact with them at that intersection.
Number 412, 420, copy.
12, I copy. I'm with him.
401.
Go ahead.
Speak with 2 transients here. They're saying they saw what happened. I guess someone picked the gentleman up and took him over to the Maine Medical Center for an eval. Just try to work through you.
421, copy update.
I did not stand by.
42.
42.
What was the train to need?
421.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
401 was advising that per a couple of transients, looks like the victim may have been picked up and taken to the hospital. But we have the suspect on the phone now. He's reported that he struck a male with a pipe. I'll get you his location shortly, Tim. He's saying he's in the park somewhere. We're trying to get his location.
412 to 421. I'm almost out of Maine now. I was going to try to touch base with the victim and see what happened and if they even want to press charges.
Copy.
12, not a Maine med.
Well, show me in the air.
Yeah. 10, same traffic. And both units be advised, it looks like the vehicle got off 295 at exit 6A. Copy.
440.
401 for 29.
401, good.
Female to me, last name Livingston, first name Ashley, date of birth 1985, 1129. Can you give me the last four if you have it, please?
406 for case number.
460 number is 5719 5719.
402.
402, good.
Getting flagged down in the park. I think it's probably the suspect. We're across from Big Apple.
10-4, it should be a Fahad Harvey, born in 76. He said he was threatened with a knife. I just thought that's why he hit him in the head, and he's standing in the park wearing black pants, black hoodie.
Yeah, it's him.
401, 421 copy.
What I copy?
421.
421, good.
I apologize. I'm on the phone with like 3 different people. What was the last update?
He's in the park across from the post office. 402 is out with him. He should be wearing black hoodie, black pants. He said he struck him in the head because he was threatened with a knife.
Copy.
412, do you copy that update? Your victim or slash suspect could have a knife on them, possibly?
12. I'd probably be part of that. He said he might have a knife on him.
We got the call from a guy that had the pipe. He said he struck the male to the hospital in the head because he threatened him with a knife. So just use caution with your party there.
Probably. I just checked in at Maine Med and they know nothing about it. So I'll wait here for a couple minutes, see if he shows up, and if not, I can check Mercy.
421 to 404.
Go ahead.
Your county will take him if you want to start that.
Copy.
401.
Go ahead.
If female I had didn't actually witness the incident, I'm going to clear with her and head over to 402's location.
I'm sorry, by the way, she was negative. Looks like valid ID.
Thanks. 411.
Go ahead.
He goes GOA. Cleared out. Give it up.
411. That vehicle just pulled into Cumberland Farms on Woodford corner. I-12 Woodford.
Go.
10 copy. 10 copy.
411. Is the 17 following?
It sounds like it, because the original 17 just called us back with that update. The vehicle's in the parking lot. The operator went into the store.
Go.
403.
403, what?
Could you send down his 27 to IO desk?
421 to 412. Gotcha. I don't know if his name's already in the call, but our guy here saying the guy that he struck, his name is Robert. Copy, thank you.
403.
403, go ahead.
His 27 should be at the IO's desk. He also has a non-extraditable 24 for disorderly conduct.
Copy, thank you.
421.
Go ahead.
4142 all 70. And you can clear out the hangout call. It's going to be referenced to what we're dealing with.
Thank you. 408, 407.
407.
87 Riverside Street at Hannaford. One of the concerned customers called to reference an adult white female. They had a approximately 6-year-old child with her, and she kept grabbing the child by the wrist or the waist and dragging her across the ground. She said that at one point the child was being dragged and her head was on the ground. Our caller wasn't sure if the child got injured, just thought the mom was being a little too aggressive. The RO is out of 45 Purchase Street. They were last seen in the parking lot in a white Subaru Legacy, Maine PC 5200 Yankee Nancy. 17 is willing to write if needed.
Whatever. 407, I copy. I'm actually going out at Cumberland Farms on Woodford. Boy, it should be all set, Zello. Did they mention whether the car left or if it's still there?
It looks like they left and there's no direction of travel when they left.
Copy. I'll check in at the address first.
Yeah.
412.
412, please.
No luck at Maine Med. Security has a heads up in case he shows up. I'm just going to go check in at Mercy real quick.
Yeah.
4-6.
He's going to be the suspect 27 and they copy the protection order, and I'll be 10-8 with a report.
4-4.
4-4, please.
Could you also print a Meds SBI down at IO desk, please?
411, you sure you're going up?
401.
Go ahead.
I'm with the names in the call already. We're going to page on Robert Clinton.
Robert's last name was what?
He's saying Clinton, Charles Lincoln, Ida Nora, Tom Ocean Nora.
Yeah, for 681129.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure the date of birth.
Yeah, for the one with most contact shows 20 Portland Street. If that's a match, he's negative suspended.
Copy. I think he might be the mailer with struck with ice.
407 for 28.
407, say my one second.
Wait, if you need to reassign me to that other caller, just bump up.
10-4. Am I 422?
22 then.
One call so far, 1 Rivers Edge Drive, report of shots heard, still waiting for further.
Yeah, 22.
408. For yourself in 22, our caller entered the Four River Trail in this area about a mile in around Unum. He heard about 6 shots, not sure where they were coming from. Caller's going to continue on. Spiking on the trail.
Yeah, copy.
411, 7's going to be all set. I can head towards that way.
412.
12, please.
Nothing at Mercy either, but they have a heads up. They'll call if he shows up.
Which one would you copy that? Update.
412,
I think you recovered. Try it again.
412 to 401.
401, go ahead, sorry.
That guy pressing charges for anything?
At this time, it doesn't appear. Yeah, I think he's going to head home for the night.
Copy, you guys all set?
Oh, for now, we should be.
412 and 10.
No.
402.
402, please.
I have the other half's name when you're ready.
For B, the last name, Fahad, for 7611.
Yeah, that's him.
He's negative suspended.
70.
407.
47, please.
Negative 53. Just seems like a poor driver. I'll be 10-8 and I can head to River's Edge.
411, what's your 20?
Riverside Street.
Yeah, it can be 10-8.
408.
408. 411 can be 10-8 from this call. That is headed that way.
Oh my god.
42 to 401.
Long gun.
When you're clear, can you meet me down here?
447. Good. The river edge area is pretty quiet if you want to start checking unit. Simple. 421 to 404.
403, he's about to call you, sir.
401.
401, good.
No one to be a victim. I'll go later to that call. You can clear it out. Myself in 402. We had a drug possession at the same location. I gotta head back and test from 750. There's another unit available. I'm meeting back in the station.
You said you need another unit to meet you at the station, reference 750 pickup. 406.
407, I'm in the area.
422 is in the area.
402 for 29.
402, good.
C1 in Maine, name Correa, Charles, Ocean, Robert, Edward, Adam, first name Shauna, date of birth 1991, 11/19. I'll take the last 4 if you have it.
420.
Fine.
We'll continue to give the area so you can clear us out.
402. 402.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sean is negative 29 suspended.
Can I get a photo, please?
411.
Good.
You had to 295 for staff Hannaford to see asset protection. They had a mail that's shoplifted. It's been pending for a bit. He stole a bottle of alcohol or whiskey. They'll like him prosecuted in CT if he's located. If you happen to come across an older white male with gray facial hair, wearing green jacket, black pants, tan hat, while it's walking the parking lot towards the medical building and the credit union, you can check the area and area 295 for staff for the report.
I got a control in the area. 401.
401. 412.
412.
Check the area of 231 Western Prom. We had an island hang up that was abandoned. On callback, it's going to voicemail for Taraya Hotel Rooms. SOS mapping puts it at the U-curve in the park. There's no history with the number. 231 Western Prom. 402.
Good.
You also solo?
Yeah, she's cooperative.
Forward. Liquidity. My apologies. Who's liquidity, so I'll head to that Taft Ave address now.
Hey, are you calling about call 318 for Purchase Street?
Affirmative, that one. Purchase.
10-4.
400 to 421.
404 to 400. He's on the phone.
10-4. Who's the bail commissioner you spoke to?
Lisa. I believe he's on the phone with her now, actually.
Yeah. 412 in the area.
10-4-12. 411.
Good.
If you're not out at Hannaford yet, Lost Prevention says they're going home for the day, and we'll get us video tomorrow.
Alright, copy. Should be tonight.
10-4.
412, tonight negative contact.
412.
402.
402.
Yes, case number, citation number, next criminal court date, please.
10-4. Case number is 5720-5720. Citations 2422-2422. And the court date's 12/2, December 2nd.
Thanks.
408.
408.
I'll be going out.
10-4. Are you all set?
407.
407.
You can clear out Web Street. I just drove by and there's nothing unreasonable.
10-4.
402.
Go ahead.
You're just still at 109, but I'll be 10 was saying 750.
10-4-2.
408.
408.
Negative contact. Did the 17 want to be spoken to?
Negative. They were willing to if we needed, but didn't need to.
Copy. I'll try again a little bit later. See if I can raise anyone.
10-4. 402. Can you call in?
403.
403.
Was able to serve that protection order. No changes, so drop it off in the box.
10-4.
403. I'll stop by the lobby and talk to this guy.
10-4-3. 3, stand by. 402, 406.
402.
52 Myrtle Street, apartment 3. Chantel Lockett is there, refusing to leave and causing trouble in front of the 7 and 11-year-old child. It's not physical yet, it's verbal. Call taker can hear some yelling in the background. 52 Myrtle Street, apartment 3.
402, we got it.
403.
David, Adam, Victor, Ida, Sam, first name was Brandon. 1983-04.
3. Can you repeat the name? You're very staticky.
Last name Davis, first name Brandon. 1983-04-14.
3, you clear for information?
Go ahead.
Brandon Davis is negative, valid, correction, suspended Class D out of Congress Street. There is a Brandon Davis with the same date of birth that's on a supervised release status out of California. He comes back 57178, black male. Doesn't look like to be a match.
Negative, not a match. Thank you.
10-4. 402.
402.
Suspect Chantel just left on foot with the 2 children. She's wearing a gray hoodie, blue jeans, black boots, carrying a laptop. She's on toward Oxford Street.
There's no custody paperwork in place, is there?
Stand by.
402, no.
10-4-2. He still hasn't answered us on the custody.
Okay. 404.
404.
That mail was released and service paperwork. You show me timing from that and I can take the domestic call for 6.
6 or 10.
Flight, I'll be 10-8.
10-4-1.
402.
402.
Can you call me in, please?
To repeat your traffic?
Disregard.
10-4. 401, 412.
412.
The area of Casco Bay Line 56 Commercial Street. Staff there is calling reference to a white female, approximately 25, wearing a green hoodie and black tights with purple or pink hair, or correction, purple or pink bike. She was causing problems on the property. She's left now, heading towards Bellbuoy Park. They would like her served and believe she may have already been served. Area 56 Commercial Street, Casco Bay Lines.
12 out of it.
401, I'm going in the area.
1041.
4-4, I'm out.
1044.
401, I think I'll have her in Bellbuoy Park. It's going to be Joanne Gordon. Just want to see if she's been served.
10-4.
4-4 to 402. 404 to 402.
Go ahead, you said.
Affirmative, I can't get in.
Copy.
401.
Hold on, go ahead.
Do you have any idea on the spelling?
Joanne's Drewann. She's being treated properly right now. And Gordon, Gordon.
10-4. 12 copy.
Hi.
401.
401, go.
She's been served for 54 Commercial Street, but not 56.
Copy. Staff want to be seen on this?
They don't need to be, but they would like her served.
Yeah, she's just screaming, ran away from me up Franklin Street. She didn't warn us to come back here and give her a discon warning. We clear secondary 44.
10-4. 408, 407.
407.
54 Alden Circle. See Don. He's calling a 911. Sounds very intoxicated. It's not really making any sense. Claiming to have been in an avalanche and that he's dating a ferret. 43, possibly 44. Just check his well-being. 54 Alden Circle.
4 out of it. 7 out of it. 407, I'll be out.
1047.
403 on 10-8 provided service.
1042.
4, going out.
1048.
4-4.
404.
I added notes. Can you just change this to a disturbance and we'll be tonight?
10-4. 408.
I added notes to the call. He does not require help from us at this moment. We will be tonight.
10-4. 408.
4.
The area of 910 Riverside Street, Riverside Recycling. We're getting a call from a state police dispatch stating that a trooper drove by a crash there. It's a vehicle versus deer in the area of 910 Riverside Street.
4 out of it. 4, I'm checking the area.
10-4.
4, I think I might have her right before the golf course.
10-48.
4 for 2010 on the call.
Go ahead.
1709 Victor Yankee.
10-4. On a blue F-150.
Affirmative. 4, I'll take a crash number, please.
2298, 403.
403.
Can you handle that building check if you're not already?
403, have it.
Okay, you're
4. I'll be telling you with a crash report. You may get calls. There's a couple of people in the woods with flashlights looking for the deer.
10-4. 403, 404.
4-3.
4-4.
510 Congress Street, CVS. Caller is reporting that they thought the store was still open, so they walked in. The doors were unlocked, and when they entered, the alarm started sounding. 510 Congress Street, CVS.
4-3, have it.
4-4, coming.
4-3, I'm going out.
943.
403 to 404. If you want to just meet me at the front, we can clear it together.
Copy. 4-4, I'm out.
1044.
403.
403.
Been through everything we can access. Nothing, obviously, 39. Do we have a rep?
I have a couple numbers I can try.
Copy. It might be worth it. The back rooms were open as well.
403.
Go ahead.
One of the supervisors, Wendy, is going to respond less than 5 minute ETA on foot.
Copy. Thanks.
406, 412.
4-6.
4-12.
65 Congress, Wells connection of Maine for the 1080th intrusion alarm. 65 Congress.
4-6, have it.
12, have it.
406, I'm going out.
406.
Go ahead.
Met with an employee who was in error. 10-8.
Tower. 412, 10-8.
Tell you. 403.
Go ahead.
Did a walkthrough with a manager. That's the 39. You can clear it out, FBA. And I'll do our building check now. You can just go ahead and clear it out. I'm stepping out.
411, 410. Yeah, it's the 331 Veranda Street, Martin Point, building number 6. It's showing pharmacy front motion. 331 Veranda, building 6.
411, I got it.
Nothing. 410 remote. 410.
411 up. 411, do we have a rep?
No, no.
10-8, 10-8, FBA.
410.
683?
What?
880 Congress, name combination 139446.
412.
406, I'll be all set with the second unit.
412, 10-8.
Copy. 406.
Go ahead.
Get a citation off the tank.
2423, 2423. 412.
412.
Key to area 55 Salem Street. And that one hang up call from a cell phone. Immediately disconnected. When we called back 3 times, it went to voicemail. No history with the number 55 Salem Street.
12.
4847.
447.
U.S. Longfellow School, 432 Stevens Ave. There's a group of 2 or 3 are behind the school in the construction area. All I can hear them talking, and they have some flashlights. I thought it was 1039 because there's a lot of construction equipment there. It's 432 Stevens Ave to the rear of Longfellow.
Boy, I have it. You show me up. 7 I have it.
8, go ahead.
There's 3 of them. They're exiting the construction site now.
Tower.
412, I'm in the area.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm in that area.
Tower.
4-8, I'm also with the other unit.
Tower, 710-8.
Temple. 412, 10-8, negative contact. 4 I had a notice of the call. 10-8.
Tower. 4142.
412.
You guys head over to 80 Morning Street. We believe it's on the 3rd floor. We haven't had a hang-up call from the phone of an Emily Smiley. It was an immediate disconnect. When we called back and got her on the phone, she was breathing heavily and was saying that she didn't want to go down this road or that road. We asked if she was alone. She said no, but she was very evasive and refused any other questions. Kept saying it was a mistake. Not sure exactly what's going on. But history has her on the 3rd floor, 80 Morning Street.
402, copy. 402 to 41. 41, good. Familiar with her? Negative. Guys, she's extremely 43. Well, I got
401.
Well,
just to let you know, I ran her. She's negative. She's got bail conditions, basic 3. Supposed to be complying with terms of deferred disposition. She's not supposed to use alcohol, marijuana products, illegal drugs, their derivatives, or possess any of them. Must submit a time for searches and tests. She's showing suspended. 411, 410. 410. Can you guys move along intoxicated transient at 518 Forest Ave, Mobile Mart? He is refusing to leave. He is drinking. The white male in his 50s, gray hair, white shirt, blue sweatpants. He's to the side of the main door. Not aggressive, just intoxicated. I can move him along. 518 Forest Ave, Mobile Mart.
brother, I got it. 402, I'm up. 401, safe check. 411, going up.
411.
411, I'll be outside with 10. He's walked off as I got here.
Tower, 10-8. Copy, 10-8.
After that, I'll be 10.
Tower.
411.
1, go ahead.
Contact with both parties. This is potential 4597.
421.
Did not copy that.
He made contact at the known hang-up call. It's a possible 4597, 3rd floor.
Copy. I'm in
402 for 29.
Go ahead.
Male in Massachusetts, surname Harris, first name Chris, middle initial K's and King, date of birth 1977, 0716.
402.
Go ahead.
He's negative, not on file in Maine. He's on file out of Massachusetts, suspended. He has a protection order in Maine against him from a Bernadette Rumo. And like I said, negative 5.
Nice.
Go ahead.
There's another camera on the street. Have him silent.
Just a second.
4.
What?
The male half 46, on board air to 109.
Tavoret, 2057, 404.
404.
Can you bring her over to 402 at 80 Morning Street, 3rd floor?
Affirmative.
411. Can you do a message to the area 5 Oakdale Street? Resident called to somebody was doing a high rate of speed down the street. Didn't see any description. Was last seen on Falmouth towards Daring. But if you could just give a message to the area.
Over. 421 to 402.
Go ahead, sir.
You're going to be all set up there?
Affirmative.
421, I'm kidding.
Tower 410. 410. Washington and Ocean, 55 PD only. It's a Honda Civic versus a Chrysler Town and Country. Washington and Ocean.
Okay. 411, 119.
Tower 4 at 2101.
4-4, no.
Tower
401.
1, go ahead.
Can you send this SPI down to the IO's desk, please?
Tower
4-4. The camera's been dropped off, but I'll be 1019 stand by with 401.
Tower 411, 4.
Well, it's drinking in public. I thought of that.
Okay, 47.
7 IOs.
Tower
403.
3, go ahead.
Could you send 401 or 401's suspect 27 information to the IO desk?
Tower, do you want me to show you on that call as well, or are you just helping out?
Negative, I'm just helping while I'm free.
Oh, that's fine. I'll send it down. 410 for customer. Tower, stay by 1 second. Sorry about that. 2299, 2299.
402.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what's the 401's case number?
It's 5721 5721.
Please. Hold on, can I get the time of this call, please?
2024.
Thank you. 407, I'll be up.
Tower 426.
412. 46.
711. Joseph's calling states that there was an intoxicated Middle Eastern male wearing a gray hoodie, black pants, and a blue and black cap. He was harassing customers outside. It would like him CT'd. He has walked off westbound on Congress, 74 Congress Street, 711. Joseph does want to be seen.
406 has it.
411, 29.
Go ahead.
Nearly 43, but I think I'm getting Charles Davis, born in 69. I think we have him in the house.
Oh, we do. Stand by.
406.
46.
I'll be out with him urinating in public at the Walgreens right across the street.
Excellent. 412.
Probably.
411. He has a couple of bowls in the house. He carries knives and box cutters. He is negative 29. He's a sex offender out of Arizona. And here in Maine, he has multiple sets of bail conditions. I'll have to run if you want specifics on them, and he's suspended.
We'll be all set with the conditions. That's who we're out with.
Tower.
Hello.
Go ahead.
See if Mr. Davis is welcome at Milestone.
Tower.
406.
6, go ahead.
I think he's saying his name is Matthew Cressy. Did 403 have him earlier?
I'm not sure, but I'll run him. Sorry. 406.
Good.
He is negative suspended. He's got a protective order against him from a Jennifer Lucas.
10-4. Can you send me his 27?
Tower. 411.
Go ahead.
He is not welcome.
Thank you.
412 not.
411.
Go ahead.
Can you see if he stays at Oxford Street, if he's welcome there or not?
What we can try.
Thank you.
411.
Good.
He's been served as the end of September, so he's not welcome.
I appreciate the help. Thank you.
406, I'll be 10.
Tower.
403 to 402.
Good.
Can you give me a call?
Sure.
412.
Go ahead.
He's been served CT, secondary of 43, returning.
Tower.
401, sorry, just get the case number one more time, please.
1, the case number is 5721 5721.
Thank you.
407.
7.
Can you serve MedQ? He's extremely intoxicated. He's unable to stand.
10-4.
We're at Forest and Ashmont.
4. 410 on today.
10-4-10. 408. 408. You still also?
All good.
412, 406.
412. 46.
662 Congress Street. That's Soul Being. Group of about 5 people. Combination of males and females. They're harassing people that are walking by on the street. Not physically aggressive, just have been there for a while harassing people. 662 Congress Street.
411. 467.
1046.
402.
402.
Here's for all set with me. I'll be clear from here. Can you show me 1018 swabbing equipment?
10-4.
406 to 404.
404 to 406. Were you calling for me?
Yeah, do you remember that guy in the orange sweatshirt down on Marginal Way? Do you ever ID him?
Affirmative. Just give me a minute.
No rush.
404 to 406. Timothy Bartlett, 1984-0707, and he's usually with his significant other, Courtney O'Toole.
Thanks. 406. Go ahead.
Are you clear for info?
Send it.
If you do have Timothy Bartlett, he's flagged us for two-officer response, threats against law enforcement, and aggressive behavior.
I can see why. Jail's open, he'd be in jail, but nothing really can do.
10-4.
404.
404.
I'll have 401 on board with me, and we'll be transporting that to New York tonight. Starting mileage 605.
En route 2143.
412 them out.
10-4-12.
406.
6.
He's been given a disorderly conduct warning, and I'm sure we'll be dealing with him in a bit, but 10 April.
10-4.
411.
11.
He was transported to Mercy. Cleared out, but thank you.
10-4.
411.
11.
The staff call I had earlier from Hannaford. Could you just add Charles Davis to that master description and have the bottle with him?
10-4.
402.
402.
Okay, thank you.
10-4. 412. 406.
412. 406.
Cascaway Bridge, southbound. A passerby is reporting that there's a male wearing a black hoodie and jeans standing next to a bike, bent over the railing, not moving. Cascaway Bridge, southbound.
405. 467. 403. You can add me to that call.
10-4-3. Good. Talk to the bridge tender. He does have eyes on him. He's in the southbound lane, equal with the bridge tower.
Copy.
21. I'm on the going out.
10-4-21.
406 in traffic.
10-4-6.
421. We'll be all set with the other units.
10-4-21. 12 and 3 here tonight.
12 I copy. 3 I copy.
402. 139 Cumberland Ave, apartment B, Bravo. C. Joyce. She's reporting that she found 2 brand new iPhones and a debit card in her son's jacket. He claims that a friend gave it to him. 139 Cumberland Ave, apartment B.
What's it again? 402 no.
10-4-2.
421.
421.
He's moved along. We're coming.
10-4.
402.
402.
217 email phone, please.
10-4. 402.
Go ahead.
Step now.
Sorry.
408. 407.
407.
From the intersection of Warren Ave at Forest Ave, heading inbound on Forest Ave for a possible OUI. It's going to be Maine PC 6204YS Yankee Sam on a gray Toyota Tacoma. It's registered out of 27 Bay Street, all over the road, heading inbound on Forest, passing Warren.
407 I copy.
403, 406, 421.
403. 621.
203 Oxford Street, outside the shelter. 2 males are fighting. Suspect's going to be a black male, 5'7", black coat, black baseball cap, and a gray windbreaker. He displayed a knife in the fight. The other suspect is going to be a black male with a white hoodie and is armed with a broom handle. Outside of 203 Oxford Street, the shelter.
403 yeah. 658. 411. 411.
11.
Spoke with 7 already. I'm going to take his half on that OUI.
10-4. 403.
Go ahead. I'm about to go out.
10-4. Couple callers. One saying it's Oxford and the other saying it's Oxford and Chestnut.
406 Oxford Home are clear. We'll be out with somebody from the shelter.
10-4. Suspect with the knife is now wearing a green t-shirt.
403. Can you start make you in front of the shelter for 1 male? I'm not sure of the injuries.
10-4. They're already en route.
4-8, checking the area.
10-4-8.
421.
21.
We're going to deploy a few more units down here. We got several uncooperative people down here.
10-4. 407, 412.
7, I copy.
12-11. 4-8, 4-11. I should be all set. I'll let you know if I need backup. 11, I copy.
601.
Can you look for a Tyree Williams and send me a picture if you can find one?
10-4.
421.
21.
Also need another supervisor down here.
10-4, 422.
Good. 4-11, if we need any more units, I can float in that way.
10-4-11.
421. Just have MedQ stage, Elm, and Oxford for right now.
604 out of the shelter.
10-4-4. 402.
I can take case clear, didn't we?
10-4. 5722 and 10-4.
601. I just got a flag down saying that Tyree may have ran behind high school over here.
10-4-1. Is that related to Oxford Street?
421.
421.
I think we're under control now. It's going to be clear from MedQ. We have one male not conscious, bleeding from the mouth. Unsure what the injuries are, but looks like he got punched and hit his head on the ground.
10-4.
412.
12, go ahead. 12, go ahead. 10-4-22.
407, I'll be going out.
10-4-7. 412.
12, I was just advising that I'm out.
10-4. 402. Can you meet up with 601 by Portland High School?
Well, no.
10-4.
4-8. Unless there's anything else, clear out, GOA.
10-4-8. 411.
3 for 29.
Go ahead, 3.
4-3 male, I'm guessing out of Maine. Last name Amir Adam Mary Ida Robert. First name Jama James Adam Mary Adam. Middle initial M. Date of birth 2000-08-19.
403.
Go ahead.
Negative, not on file.
Copy. 2 different events here. I'll try to keep you updated.
10-4.
411, do you have this traffic front?
If you weren't on scene, I was going to clear you.
Oh, you can clear me.
10-4. 601.
Someone you call me?
Affirmative. If you do have contact with Tyree, he does have a bolo and house for a knife.
10-4.
402.
402.
No one behind the school. We're going to check behind 17 Chestnut Street.
406.
406.
Mail on order number 2 to station.
10-4-22-21.
403, I'm going to follow 406.
10-4-3.
403.
403.
I'll take a case number for the original fight call involving the knife.
5723. 5723.
601.
601.
We are talking to someone who matched the description. We saw a video. He's got a black sweatshirt on, tan pants at Chestnut at Congress.
10-4. Black sweatshirt, tan pants.
601.
601.
Not going to be the guy.
10-4.
422.
22.
They'll send me LB 10.
10-4.
412.
12.
They calling MedQ to main med.
10-4. 22-27.
407, I'm 10.
10-4-7.
4-3 for 29. Out of Massachusetts.
Go ahead.
Last name Amir Adam Mary Ida Robert. First name Mahad Mary Adam Henry Adam David. Middle initial J for John. Date of birth 2000-08-19.
403.
Go ahead.
Negative ID card only out of Quincy.
Copy. 406, can you print that response to the IO desk?
10-4.
421.
21.
We have the 911 hang up call on Oxford Street.
10-4.
406.
406.
Could you sign 403 citation numbers and can we get the court date?
10-4. Citation numbers are 2425, 2426, 2427, and it's 12-2, December 2nd.
Thank you.
412 out at main med.
422-34.
42 to 601. 42 to 601.
Go ahead.
Our witness here is saying the suspect is looking for headed towards the old Fort Hyde. See if we can find somewhere over there.
10-4, also had another.
411. 407.
411.
407.
52 Myrtle Street, apartment 3. Chantel has returned and it's causing a verbal domestic. We were there earlier. It sounds like a custody dispute. The male subject's allowing the female to stay there and then creates an argument and she leaves. She's now returned. No weapons. 52 Myrtle Street, apartment 3.
Over copy.
7 Avenue.
604.
604.
You know the witness this call for me, please.
604. Go ahead with it.
Female out of Maine, last name Giusti, Giusti, first name Molly, middle initial B as in Bravo, date of birth 1985-0903. I don't need the response.
10-4.
421, I'm 10.
421.
412.
12.
I don't know if you already have the name for this guy, but I've got 29 already.
Go ahead.
Male, last name Osmond, O-S-M-A-N-D, General Tyson, 1986, 1203.
412.
Go ahead.
Tyson Osmond, 1986, 1203 is negative, not on file.
421 to 412.
Go ahead, I might have just got that correct. It's Hassan Osmond.
Do you think you're going to be able to talk to him at all?
They're still working on him. I'll try to check in with him real quick before they take him off. But he's awake now.
Copy. We haven't found the other half of this yet, so I wouldn't wait up there for too long.
Got it. 412. I have a change of spelling on the name.
If it's Husan 122586, we got him back on file.
That's going to be him, yes.
403. Could you remind me of the case number?
5723 5723.
Got it.
407, I'll be out.
1047.
601.
601.
I have much luck down here. You can show me 10-8, but I'll keep looking around.
14661.
604.
604.
I'll be 10-8. I'll also be covering 10 until 02.
And for vehicle 6?
You bet. 411.
411.
412.
412.
He wanted nothing to do with me. I'll be 10-8.
4.
402.
402.
You can show me 10-8 as well.
10-4. 408. 604.
4. 4.
190 Riverside Street. Received approximately 3 911 hangouts from a 911 only phone. It's mapping here, so it's just in the area, but it's a very close coefficient. 190 Riverside Street.
4, yeah. 604,
407, 411. She's wanting to leave for the night. If you're willing to go up with him to get the black purse bag, that's hers. Sorry, the black Guess purse.
107, are you saying it's a purse?
From a black Guess purse.
Copy, just gonna grab it. 411, 407, after we get the purse, we all set with him to go back up?
Affirmative.
4, checking the area.
Oh yeah, stand by for an attempt to locate. Calling is attempt to locate main PC 2721 YL Yankee Lima on a black Volkswagen CC. Possible OUI inbound from South Portland on Congress Street. It's registered at 44 Stevens Ave, apartment 1. Meeting 2721 YL on a black Volkswagen CC. Registered at 44 Stevens Ave for possible OUI. Dispatch clear 2255. 408.
290 appears all quiet. I'll check in at PTs for security staff.
10-4. 4 copy.
I do 10-8.
10-4. 601. Good. 4th Street at Eastern Prom for a 2-vehicle crash. Subaru Outback and an SUV. 4th Street and Eastern Prom.
Have it.
403. What was the time of this original call?
I'm sorry, 3. The time of what?
The time of the fight call, Oxford Street.
Call time 2209.
Okay.
406, I'm 10-8.
946.
4-8, I've checked with PTs. They're all set, and I've checked the Ramada. I haven't seen anything. Be 10-8.
1048. 408. 604. 1041.
4.
1 Riverside Street, Motel 6, room 403. Victoria Doucette is staying in the room there. Staff believes she's doing drugs and acting 39. They have asked her to leave. She was supposed to be out over half an hour ago. They would like her removed and serve CT. 1 Riverside Street, Motel 6, room 403.
Yeah, 6 I have, I'm going out.
1046. She does have 1 set of bail, standard 3.
6 of our copy. 407.
407.
It's been mediated. If you get a secondary at 43, Chantel's left and we'll be 10-8.
10-4. 407. 411.
407. 411.
Stick together. 1230 Congress Street, the Playground Hotel. Security's calling about a white male. He's sitting in the parking lot against the fence. He's yelling on the phone that he's going to kill somebody. He's wearing a black hoodie, blue jeans, and a baseball cap. Been there for about 20 minutes. No known weapons. 1230 Congress Street, Playground Hotel.
7 I have it. 411 got it.
601, do you have the 28?
Yeah.
First one on the Subaru is going to be main PC 2157 Tango November.
Go with the next.
Main PC 6487 Yankee November on Acura.
408.
I was out, and they no longer need our services. We will be 10-8.
10-4.
601.
601.
Can I get a crash number? And is there any chance we have a second unit available for 53 track?
10-4. 2300-2300. 402.
402 got it. 407 will be out.
1047.
402 no.
1042. 406. 412. 421.
6. 412.
21.
203 Oxford Street, the shelter. The suspect from the previous call, black male, wearing a green t-shirt, gray sweatpants. The subject that was holding a knife before is now standing on the corner, yelling racial slurs and being disruptive. The caller does not see a weapon at this time. They're calling from 203 Oxford Street, stating he's at Cedar in Oxford.
46 have it. 12 out of it.
21. 46, 412. Not sure if you picked anything else up, but we do have the knife from the other call.
10-4, thanks, sir. 407.
407.
He ran off when we tried to talk to him. Staff's going to call back if he returns, and we'll be 10-8.
10.
Hey, 22.
22.
Good evening, I'll be 10-8.
Good evening.
421, I'm out.
10-4, 21.
406 in traffic.
10-4, 406.
402.
402.
Can you set a record off list for the Acura?
10-4.
412, I'm out.
10-4, 12. 411. 604.
11. 604.
The area of 83 Dartmouth Street. Caller is reporting they can hear a male screaming for about the last 15 minutes. Unsure where he is in the area of 83 Dartmouth.
Oh, I call you, show me in the air. 604.
10-4.
610.
10.
Good evening, I'm 10-8. 10-1-10.
Good evening.
601.
601.
I'll take a case number. David Smith has been 46. 402 is going to give him a ride for intox. I'm going to stay for the tow.
46 to 2324. 601. Can I get his whole 27?
601 is going to last name Smith, first name David, out of Maine. 1969-07-21.
10.
421.
421.
He's been served. We're 10-8.
10.
411. Don't you want to be team?
Negative.
Very quiet, but GOS.
10-4. 46, 412, 421.
46. 412.
21.
52 Myrtle Street, 3rd floor. We're now getting 2 calls for what they believe to be a domestic assault. They can hear 3 or 4 voices arguing, and it does sound like furniture is being thrown. Could hear the female screaming to let go of her. It's going to be the 3rd time we're there tonight. 52 Myrtle Street, 3rd floor.
46 I have it. 12 I have it.
21 have it.
47, 411.
47. 11.
You guys head over to the Norway Savings Bank, 1200 Congress Street. Hotel security is calling. These are the subjects sleeping in the bank drive-thru. They're covered by a sleeping bag and have a couple bags around them. 1200 Congress Street, Norway Savings Bank in the drive-thru.
7
11, do you copy?
Right there.
See you.
12 and up.
Or 12.
Forward 281.
Yeah, or at 2328.
916.
916.
With 611, 10-8, hearing spare, car 9.
406, myself and 21 around. 422.
Right.
There's no Always Savings have a letter with us.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
407, I'll be out.
Or
7 to 11, I'm all set.
Oh, I copied. All right.
421, can we have one more, please?
absolutely.
Well, I'm going to head back over there.
Okay, I'll show you.
4310-8 with a report.
411, where are you?
We're down in Congress, almost on Park.
Or I'll just keep you going because you know what's going on. 403 and 604.
403. So far.
4, I know you headed to Deering, but can you back up 3 at 37 Wharf Street Bonfire? There's an older couple in their 70s at the bar refusing to pay for what they've ordered, I guess. It's going to be 37 Wharf Street Bonfire.
403 of it.
604, got it. 4.
Go ahead.
Hey, tell me the crash, please.
2257, 2257.
421 to 412.
Go ahead, sir.
Any luck?
Negative.
Oh, going up.
421 to 411.
Good, sir.
We're trying to find the kid, so if you can link up with 12.
Sorry, copy. She told us that they were with the aunt when we were there previously.
Okay. If we could have someone try 41 One Joy in order to try and find these kids.
As soon as I have somebody free up, I will.
Okay, I think we can have 412 and 411 go over. We're just going to be removing the female from here.
Okay, that would be great.
403, I'm going out at Bonfire.
Hour.
421 to 412. It's going to be Munjoy South, not Munjoy Street.
Copy. I'm just doing a double check of the basement. There's a lot of junk down here, but I'll be heading back out shortly.
Copy.
407, do you have a disposition for Congress Street?
They're packing up and moving on their way in shortly.
Hour.
601.
Yeah, calling, go ahead.
601. I think there was an error in the call. Can I get a case number? Sorry.
Your last bitch give a fuck about a nigga.
Good morning. Anyone out there? Holy Lord. There's a new, they've just, yep, only the LA and the Copper Golem. Oh God. Yep. There's only 2 left to vote from. The LA or the Copper Golem. Are we voting for the one to go or one to stay? I can't believe so many people are voting for the Copper Golem when they've already got an Iron Golem.
Eh? What were you on about?
We voted for the new mob in Minecraft, and there was 3 mobs to vote for, but now there's only 2. One of them is a Copper Golem, and one of them is called an ally. And I don't know much about it, but I think it's a peaceful one, and it's a flying mob. So yeah, there's a lot of people voting for the Copper Golem though.
You heard the latest news, Paul, about the attack yesterday on the David Amos. They reckon it was terrorism now.
Alright, yeah, no, I've not heard that. That's bad, isn't it? I heard that they're searching some people's houses. Just watching updates about what's coming new in the Caves and Cliffs Part 2. I think it's called the Wild Update. Frogs, tadpoles, fireflies, mud blocks. The tadpoles, when they grow up into a frog, depends what biome they're in. They can be a snow frog or a desert frog. It's confirmed so far with other frog properties. Chests can now be carried by boat. Very good stuff. Oh, and we have the results. Please not the Copper Golem. Please not the Copper Golem. I'm really excited.
Okay, and the winner is the LA. Wow.
Cool. Yeah, I told you. Oh, poor Copper Golem. And the Glare, I think, was the 3rd place. Something like that. Is it a good guy? Is it a good guy? Oh, we were voting off what? A little picture of it. We knew the Copper Golem was just going to be like an Iron Golem though, so the Glare looked like he was on fire.
Anybody on 2 meters? I'm located Leicestershire.
Your volume, I'm not, no, but your volume's coming over very low.
I wonder if it's 'cause I'm not speaking near the microphone. Is that any better?
Hold on, let me have a look at you. No, you're up halfway, so. But I'm on mobile, so it might be coming over, transmitting different to me, I guess.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's going. The green bars are going well over into the red when I'm talking, so it's picking me up perfectly all right on the display anyway.
Oh, it'll be fine, mate. Don't you worry.
Yeah, whereabouts are you? I'm Lutterworth, south of Leicester. I've just come out for a bit of HF, to be fair. Do a bit of radio because apparently the bands are quite good, so you never know.
Whereabouts am I? I'm on the south coast.
Bit of distance then. All right, I'm going to do a bit of radio. Look after yourself. I'll catch you again.
All right, pop back in by any time. No worries.
It's Saturday night, folks, here on Sussex Downs Radio Link. Whiskey Romeo transmitting live from Tenerife, Canary Islands, España. Live from Playa de la America on the southwest coast of Tenerife. And these guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday night, folks. It is 10:39 p.m. in the United Kingdom, in Tenerife. We're all in the same time zone, folks. Have a good Saturday night, everybody. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. It's Whiskey Romeo, live in Tenerife, Canary Islands in Spain.
How's everybody doing on this fine night?
Hey, Peter, just watching Bridget Jones's Diary on TV.
I've never watched Bridget Jones at all. There's sometimes I'd fancied watching it. I've never got round to it. We just got back from Blackpool. I'm just running Andy home now for the last leg of the journey.
I'm planting yellow bell peppers digitally on Minecraft. I specialise already in orange peppers, but yeah, yellow peppers, want to see what they're going to be like. But that's just an array of lots of them. I'm doing loads of different planting plants on Minecraft.
The old drug growing doing. So I got a customer here for you, see if you had some. What? Road again. Ooh. How is everybody on this fine evening? Been no rain anyway. That's one bonus we've had.
It's supposed to get colder next week. So I've heard a few times on the weather it's going to change and get a lot colder.
It's never cold if you dress correctly.
Well, you're going to have to dress with a big scarf around your head because that wind is coming back as well, apparently.
Oh, well, I'll put my long johns back on. Have to dig them out for this winter, eh? Get them on.
Morning, Sussex. Oh, I just found some interesting news. Well, it's not new news. It's been coming for quite some time now. This weather issue that we've got. I've been keeping an eye on the local news and stuff, and they say it's going to drop pretty cold pretty soon. Looking at a Met Office report, snow warning is due to hit Britain next week. Met Office says warned snow is expected to hit Britain next week. If you're not listening to this at the moment, then hopefully you'll listen in the history and catch up. Forecasters say the cold snap is being caused by a change in the polar vortex. The fluffy white stuff could be falling as early as Thursday, according to the Met Office. Met Office confirms snow is expected on mountain tops across Scotland. According to a spokesman, snow could arrive in the early hours of Thursday, October 21st, and last all day until 10 p.m. The cold spell may not last all that long, but frost and eventually snow will probably figure out to be more frequent in our forecasts before too long. There we go, lots of snow coming, but they always predict lots. We shall have to wait and see what other people say as well, I guess. Okie dokie.
Hello, Taffy.
I'm listening to Sussex Downs Radio Link. And now it's 1:39 a.m. in the morning, but I'm not tired.
Hi, Maddie. Is your lockdown nearly finished?
Hello, Miss Kay. How are you?
I'm all good. Are you still on lockdown in Australia?
Yes, I think, how much days off lockdown? I think 4 weeks? Or something like that, and I think on Thursday off lockdown now. On Thursday. It's good lockdown. On Thursday off lockdown.
Hey, roll on Thursday.
Yeah, because I heard news is like last night on Thursday off lockdown now. But yeah. Well, Friday, so shoppers happened and anything. What else? Gym's not happened yet. I used to do assay gym, so hard, but yeah. And what else has opened? Zoo, what else? Pubs. And where else? Else I think maybe I don't know what else has happened. Yeah. I guess I think what else has happened. Zoo and stuff. And yeah.
Well, you seem to be doing well considering you're on lockdown. When I was on lockdown, I couldn't even go out of the house.
Yeah, I'm really happy off lockdown on Thursday. It's really good off lockdown, but yeah, haircuts is opened on Friday, and all kids go back to school on Friday. And yeah, now we can want to go shopping and anything now. As good as off lockdown and all shops is open again. And then people go to Kmart. My God, I know that Kmart is really busy on the weekend and stuff. What are you doing, Miss K?
I am at home. I'm watching TV and I've been out for lunch and I've seen my friends. Yeah, just relaxing at home now.
Nah. Now I'm lying in my bed and my dog's on my bed. Laying in my bed under my legs. She was. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Netflix. I don't know what movie I'm watching, so yeah. Hopefully, I think Friday, hopefully my dad and my mum get a new microwave. The microwave's not working at all. Can't put time on it, so yeah, hopefully get a new microwave on Friday. Hopefully.
Yeah, it'll all be good.
Yeah. I think my brother got his jab thing today. I don't think before COVID or something. Number 2 jobs. And next is mine. But yeah, I think mine's like 5:30 or something. Or 5:50, I don't know what time, but yeah. My second job, and here I have an ad on the phone or something. I have all the jobs, so yeah. And my brother's got my sister's house, getting my stuff. Because I bought it 2 dramas, or my sister bought it. But I'm trying to look at BW have non-dramas, like summer dramas. I have none, so hopefully to go to my sister's and pick my dramas up, and yeah. It's like it's a good thing.
Is it warm where you are in Australia?
Really. Just like it's crazy. It's like couple weeks it's like rain and like cloudy, and a couple weeks I have nice warm nights and sunny. It's crazy as weather down here. But yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
I was just wondering, are you actually talking on the Sussex Downs Radio on Zello?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are. Welcome.
Well, it's all right. I was laying on my settee and my phone started talking, and I was just wondering who it was, and I couldn't figure out where the voices were coming from. But I've just been on Zello, and I see that I am online on the Sussex Downs Radio, so I will not eavesdrop on your conversation any further and wish you a good afternoon.
Oh, no, you're not eavesdropping my conversation, sweetheart. This is a public forum for everyone. We go out worldwide, people worldwide, as far as Africa, wherever you want to be, Iceland, Hawaii, yeah. We speak to people in the Bahamas, so you are more than welcome to stay here if you want to, and we don't mind at all.
Well, that's very kind of you, but my wife would give me a good hiding if I sit on here talking to young ladies. So I wish you a good afternoon and have a nice day.
Good afternoon, have a nice day. And we're not all ladies on this channel. There's quite a few men. But yeah, if you ever get into your long range radio and your 40 meters and whatever, come back. Not an issue. You are welcome.
Well, thank you very much. Just out of interest, where are you?
We are in Brighton, along the South Downs.
Roger, Roger. So you know Chrissy then?
Sure do. I think we're talking about the same Chrissy. Yep.
Yeah, I do believe she's one of the moderators on here. Okay, right, carry on. And as I say, have a nice day. Bye for now.
Bye. Hello, everybody. Do you need...
Do we what? Go again with that. You broke up.
Someone taking my name in vain earlier on?
He didn't mention, I don't think so, darling. If he, I wouldn't have had anything nice to say back to him if he did, but I presumed he seemed to know you, and I presumed you knew him. I thought we would hear from you soon, no? Hi, darling.
No, I just mentioned it. Someone mentioned my name. I was sort of had it on in the background as I usually do, and it, my little ear pricked up. The left one as it happens. But yes, it pricked up when I heard, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm doing well, lovey. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Yeah, there's some stuff going on, but nothing I'm going to say too loudly. No, had some family problems a while ago, and apart from that, everything is okay. Thank you kindly. Been out for lunch. Now I'm just watching a bit of TV in the afternoon. Custom, whatever it's called. Nothing to declare.
I know what I was going to ask you. Have you heard anything of Max recently? I haven't heard of him for ages.
I nearly said the same to someone else the other day. No, I haven't heard him either.
I hope he's okay. Strange.
Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Can you give me a name of a TV series like Games of Thrones?
Well, some safe topics are the weather, what you saw on TV, and I guess that's about it.
Well, just be grateful for what you have before it gets worse. That's what I say. I've heard that kids are starting to become ill with it now. It's coming back with a vengeance, but people aren't listening. They're not looking to see the news. They're not interested in finding out anything about it because they really don't. They don't care. I can't understand it myself, but I'll let them keep doing what they're doing. I'm just looking after me, myself, and I.
I heard Chrissy ask about Max, and I just wanted to share the news that he's around. He does his radio show, his radio station, Lockdown BTN, Lockdown Brighton, and he posts on Instagram.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I'm sure Chrissy is listening now, or will listen back to the conversation later. But I'll give her a shout and let her know that as well. So, yeah, cheers. Glad to know he's okay. And people will come up with stuff because they're bored with it now.
The latest thing that people have come up with is graphene oxide. I'm hearing people say there's graphene oxide in the vaccine. They used to say that there was 5G nanoparticles that were used, that Bill Gates put in there to track us, but now it has evolved to graphene oxide.
Okay. Well, I really don't give a shit what anybody else says. Excuse my language, but nah, I'm tired with it all now. I wear my mask when I go outside. I'm respectful to other people. Stay within a distance. Starting to go more places, but yeah, just be careful. I reckon it's going to start big time again. And are you still carrying your hand sanitizer around? I don't see anyone else doing it now. Vaguely a few people, but there aren't not enough. I have the odd friends that does it, but I only hang out with people that I trust. So, but most people don't carry even hygiene hand sanitizer anymore.
Miss K, it has become apparent that the disease is passed by inhaling the particles in the air. The particles in the air that come from people's lungs. There's very little transmission from touching surfaces, very little. So hand sanitizer doesn't really help.
Oh, that's right. You're not going to convince me not to. But, well, got all the stuff. I might as well continue using it now.
Very good. I'm not trying to convince you not to. I'm just presenting the results of what I understand to be what the latest research shows, which the most up-to-date research shows. Well, hand sanitizer anyway, that's good to prevent all kinds of other problems. And you can get some that have skin moisturizer in them, so your hands could be very, very attractive looking.
Yo, what's up, how are you guys doing? How's everyone?
Hey Lazy, we're doing really good. We're having conversations on Zello. What are you doing?
I'm also having conversations on Zello right now. Yeah, just chilling, bro. Just chilling, not much. What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about whether or not hand sanitizer helps reduce the rate of transmission of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. What is the primary way that this disease gets transmitted from one person to another? Is it by inhaling the viral particles in the air, or is it by touching things that have the virus on them?
I think it's both, honestly, but I think it's mostly inhaling. Because let's see, a lot of people who got COVID from they didn't really touch anything. It's just, they encountered someone with COVID and they didn't even touch anything that they touched, or they didn't touch them, but they still got COVID.
Very good. The correct answer is inhaling. There's very little transmission that occurs from touching things.
Right, my intuition was correct then.
The worst thing is to be in a room with poor ventilation and a lot of people. All the windows, all the doors closed. There's hundreds of strangers together, all breathing the same air and inhaling and exhaling a lot. Maybe they're dancing at a concert in a small concert hall and people are singing and shouting and dancing, or people are in a gym with closed windows and doors, working out, breathing heavily, that's the kind of situation that is shown to be most conducive for spreading the infection.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think that's true. What about having AC on? Is this considered to be good ventilation? Like the door closed, windows closed, but AC on.
The best ventilation is being outside. AC on, I would say not really. If you're in AC by yourself or just with your family, then it's not an issue. But if you have AC on in a closed space with lots of people, I don't think that's very good, my friend.
I see. What do you think of the vaccine? Have you taken the vaccine?
Yes, I've taken 1 dose of AstraZeneca and 2 doses of Moderna. And I think the vaccine is a triumph of human industry, human ingenuity. Science, technology, distribution, it's a triumph of human effort, similar to man landing on the moon. When human beings roll up their sleeves and set themselves to solve a problem, we can do it really quickly. So it makes me feel very happy and very proud of my race, the human race, that we created these vaccines and distributed them and prevented tens of millions of deaths because of them.
Why did you mix AstraZeneca with Moderna? Like, why did you get 3 shots?
Well, I got the AstraZeneca in April, pretty early, and that was the only one that was available to me at that time. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't get I wanted to be vaccinated as early as possible, and that was the only one available to me at the time. And then over the course of the summer, it became apparent that some countries were not respecting mix. So I had AstraZeneca and Moderna, and then they said, oh, it's like some countries will not recognize if you mix 2 vaccines together. They will not consider you to be fully vaccinated. And I thought, well, I want to travel into the future. So then they said, well, if you want to travel in the future, you can get 2 of the same so that you will be considered fully vaccinated when you travel to other countries. So then I got Moderna as my 3rd. So this way I could have 2 Modernas and be considered fully vaccinated.
I see. Have you had any symptoms from any of the vaccines you've taken?
Yes, I had soreness in my arm at the site of the injection, and I think fatigue for about 24 hours after getting the AstraZeneca, and a couple of other symptoms of feeling very safe and secure being out in public, a feeling of confidence, like, hey, I can circulate with humans and not worry about dying from a horrible respiratory disease.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I see a lot of people having other symptoms like sore throat, running nose, and stuff like that. So it's good that you didn't have those. You didn't have these symptoms.
I think it makes a big difference on what vaccine you have. Everybody seems to get different vaccines. Some have Moderna, some have AstraZeneca, and some have the Pfizer. It all depends. I think they do it the same in areas, but they are starting to talk about a 3rd vaccine as well, and they're saying that you can have any vaccine for that one because it doesn't because they say that if you have half Pfizer and half AstraZeneca, for example, or half Pfizer and half Moderna, they could actually give you more protection. Could. It's not proven.
Yeah, interesting. There are many like different opinions about that and different studies. I feel like there's still like scientists and stuff like that. They're still learning about everything. It's all new.
Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm from Russia.
Hey, Sussex Downs Radio. Anybody out there on the channel tonight?
Yo.
Ciao. Ciao.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? Haven't been on here in I was on here last week. I was talking to Paul there last week, but don't be on here much at the moment. Hope everybody's well.
Yeah, not too bad this way. Not much going on, but yeah, all good.
Yeah. Well, I everything was good here, fine and dandy and just peachy until yesterday evening. And an American tourist momentarily forgot what side of the road she was supposed to be driving on and ploughed into my Audi and wrote it off. And now I'm annoyed.
Oh no! Well, you've only had that, what, 2 years or so? Yeah?
Yeah, I guess I think I have it about 2 years. Yeah, just over 2 years. Good little car. 2-litre turbo diesel, 16 valve. No pesky DPF or anything like to be worrying about, you know. Yeah, brilliant car, 50 miles to the gallon, maybe even more on a longer journey, and very happy with it. Like, you know, a few small little bits and bobs every so often. Got new road springs for it in the front, new brake calipers, that kind of thing, tires. But yeah, it's been pretty good, really. Like, you know, new ball joints, of course. You know, Irish roads. But yeah, I've been really happy with it. It's a really zippy little car, like, you know. But there was somebody banging on my door last night, and it was my neighbour, and apparently this American tourist. She had just arrived in town, got lost. Up on, I mean, where I'm living, it's kind of very narrow, winding streets, and she got lost. She rode off her car, and mine is pretty much, I'd say the whole lower control arm is bent back a couple of inches. I don't know, it's the mounting. I'd say the mounting is probably bent as well, but there's all sorts of flashing lights on the dash. The engine warning light is flashing. The anti-ABS light is flashing. The what do they call it? The stability control, that's flashing. It's kind of drivable, all right. Like, once you don't go over about 25 mile an hour, and then strange things start to happen. Like, but she just glanced off the left hand side, the rear left hand side, near side. But these things happen. But contacted the cops, and apparently I have to wait until next Thursday, because the copper who was on last night won't be on again until next Thursday. So they know absolutely nothing about what happened there. Back to you.
Oh, so, well, I mean, she's put her hands up, I take it. So, you've got a possibility of the insurance. You've got to wait for a police report first then.
Yeah, I don't know what happens now. I've obviously, I must go car shopping tomorrow. Contact my insurance company anyway tomorrow. But I don't know. As I said, she was just a visiting tourist. she'd only been in the country a couple of days, and it was that night. It was like 7 o'clock yesterday evening. She just, I don't know, probably the first time driving a left-hand drive car, or sorry, right-hand drive car, and momentarily, this is the problem where I'm living. Like, it's a real tourist. It's a tourist kind of town. Like, in a lot of we get a lot of, well, during the COVID we had none. It was blissfully quiet and fantastic. It was ideal. It was wonderful, but now the tourists have started to come back again, and well, one of those things, I guess. Like, but I must go car shopping tomorrow. I'm just looking on the various sites at the moment. Probably buy something else cheap and cheerful. I'm not a kind of a. I'm looking at a Saab, but I know Saab is a dead car company, but a friend of mine has a Saab and he absolutely adores it. They're incredibly safe. Now, I wasn't in the car when this happened, I hasten to add. Can't remember now. I was at home anyway. Oh yeah, I was making my dinner last night, about 7 o'clock. But yeah, so one of these things, I guess. Oh well, never mind. First world problems, like, it's only although I was very fond of the little car, like, it was a good little car, like, and changed the oil and the filter and put a new timing belt on it and everything. It was, yeah. But oh well, these things happen, I guess.
You're gonna get the insurance money, fix it, and put it back on the road and drive it until it's done about another 300,000.
Yeah, I suppose I'd be lucky to get 700 or 800 euros for the insurance company. It already has 32 on the clock, so it's probably worth about £6.
Oh right, yeah. Well, in that case, it doesn't matter so much, does it? But Saab, you can't go wrong with a Saab. Really over-engineered, lovely cars. It's a shame that they stopped making them. Yeah, I do like. I've always fancied a Saab convertible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember there was a local woman around where I live, English lady. She's one of these, what would your mother say about her? She was all fur coat and no knickers. Sorry, no, it's a bit un-PG on a PG channel. But she was a real glam piece, like, with the blonde hair and the, brightly coloured clothes and everything. And she used to always drive a Saab. She lived in her own way. She had one of these Saab convertibles. But do you know what happened to her in the end? I think she probably went back to the UK. But she was well in her 60s, this one, like, but, your mother would also probably say, oh, mutton dressed as lamb, like, But, yeah, can't say stuff like that anymore. It's not politically correct, like, the feminists would lynch you for saying stuff like that nowadays.
Alex.
I thought the Saabs are mainly driven by architects and things.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a bit of a misnomer? I suppose new Saabs are probably driven by, austere kind of architects and quantity surveyors and all this. Yeah, I don't know, really. Very exacting people drive Saabs. But yeah, they're for buttons at the moment. It's unbelievable how cheap they are. But as I said, a friend of mine swears by them because he was involved in an accident as a passenger in a Saab 30 years ago, and basically he walked away, like, and ever since then he's always bought Saabs, like. He's really annoyed now that they're coming to the end. I think I know there's they've tried to resurrect the company, but pretty much they're dead, like. But they're all basically, most of them are all, they're all Vauxhall Opel parts in them, all the brakes and suspension and steering components, and, it's only the actual body shell is made by Saab there, back to you.
Yeah, I think so. So you're you're going to stick with the diesels as long as possible then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can't see myself going back to a petrol car that does, 35 miles, 40 miles to the gallon. I like my diesels that do 55 on a run. What are you driving at the moment?
Well, I had a similar situation to you. I had someone reverse into my 4x4, and although to me it looked quite repairable, there's just a slight dent in the sill, and I pushed in the passenger door, and they wrote it off. So I ended up getting a little Volkswagen Estate, again diesel, 50 miles per gallon, sounds familiar, and really cheap road tax, only 20 quid a year. And I thought, well, it will do while the dog's alive until I find something more suitable. Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. It's not something I would have chosen to go for, because I've always put down estates as end-of-life cars, if you know what I mean. You start getting a family estate, and that's it, your life's over. But sorry to anyone who's got an estate. But yeah, it's been all right. It's been quite good.
Yeah, we kind of dream about the 20 euro road tax. Here we have a very punitive road tax. I mean, on that Audi, I was paying 800 euros a year road tax. I kid you not. Running a car in Ireland is expensive. For any English person who wants to emigrate to Ireland, my advice is don't, unless you like paying a lot of money on road tax to drive on really poor quality roads. But yeah, I mean, some of the newer cars now with the DPF, like, I mean, my younger brother there has an Audi A6, like a newer one, like, and he's got this 2019 or something. And, it's 2-litre turbo diesel, and he pays like 200 euros a year. It's like the 170 brake horsepower version, like, but that's probably about the cheapest road tax. I mean, even on a, say for instance, a brand new Polo diesel now, 1.4 diesel, you'd pay, I think the cheapest road tax you get on those, even the very new ones now, is about 180 euros. That's the very cheapest you'll get road tax here on a diesel car, like. But it would want to be a friend of mine now has a 1.9 litre Audi, the same as what I got, but it's 2008, and it has, well, the DPF has been very sneakily kind of deleted, but and some kind of trickery done with the car's brain, like. But he pays 200 euros a year for I think it's 2008 Audi A4, same as mine, but 4 years newer. Whereas I pay 4 times that, like, so I pay 200 euros a quarter, like. Whereas he pays 200 euros a year. But I don't know. I might just bite the bullet and get another Audi. I like Audis. They do drive very nicely, like, So I suppose I shouldn't really even mention it. It's probably a sore topic of conversation now. I'll probably be lambasted, like. But how's the Brexit going there?
Well, there's a lot of things being blamed for it, but I don't think it is the actual reason for the things that have happened. I was going to mention quickly about DPFs and EGR valves. Make sure whatever you get, you check the EGR valves. They're a bloody nightmare. Brexit, yeah, well, there's a lot of things being chucked about, being blamed on Brexit. But I think generally we're just in the processes of sorting ourselves out and getting to grips with the work that needs to be done. Farmers are kicking into gear, doing things differently. Big issues with fishing at the moment. But yeah, they're blaming Brexit on a lot of things, but I think generally it's just teething problems and management issues. Pretty poor government.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, we've got pretty poor government here as well. But then there's no alternative either. Nobody's going to vote for the Sinn Féin, like, you know. Well, anybody with half a brain, like, you know. I mean, they'd put the country back 20 years. No, they'd probably put it back 30 years, you know, if they ever got into power. But the shower we have at the moment, they're not great. So at the moment now we have, you know, we have Fianna Fáil, which are kind of towards the centre, right of centre, yeah, and then we have Fine Gael, which are kind of further right, and we have the Green Party, which are they're basically a bunch of bourgeois middle class twats, like, who've put up the price of petrol and diesel. They've put up the price of home heating oil. They've put up the price of everything. You know, I mean, the leader of the Green Party, he was on the radio there the other day, and he said he'd love to see, this is the Green Party in Ireland. He said he'd love to see a day when only 1 in 20, no, sorry, 1 in 10 households own a car. He would love to see us all cycling around in the rain, soaked to the skin, dying of pneumonia. But, well, he didn't say that, like, but that's what he probably meant, like, you know. But yeah, and the same guy drives a 2.5 up until very, very recently. He was driving a 2.5 litre Volkswagen Transporter because he's got an autistic child, like, you know. I mean, and around Dublin he was driving it, like. So so I mean, he wasn't even paying road tax on the damn thing, like. But some car dealership now has you know, there was a big expose in one of the tabloids about him, and some car dealership is after coming forward now and giving the guy some sort of an electric vehicle, like some sort of an electric minibus. But so yeah, I mean here, I mean, you think you've got it bad in Blighty, like, I mean, it's much worse here. You know, our politicians are even more knee-jerk, reactionary, ass covering, you know, sucking up the corporate. Oh yeah, they've raised the corporation tax here from 12.5% to 15%. So it looks like all the tech jobs will probably go to Mumbai or somewhere like that. Like, you know, we'll probably be back to the Stone Age in another couple of. Oh yeah, and it's been announced that they've closed down. The Green Party have closed down one of the two gas-fired power stations, right? And they've also closed down a coal-fired power station, and one that was powered by peat from the bogs. And now there may be shortage of electricity. There might be blackouts or brownouts during the winter, we've been told. But they won't order a moratorium because all these tech companies build their data centers in Ireland because it's it's quite a cold country, like, and you know, there's an abundance of computer graduates in this country, like. So apparently, these data centers, like for Google, I mean, they've got their European headquarters here in Ireland, and I mean, they're sucking vast quantities of ESB out of the national grid. Something about 25% of all ESB generated in this country goes to the data centers. There, back to you.
Yeah, well, we've got similar things going on. We had a fuel crisis past couple of weeks. Couldn't get any diesel or petrol, and I was blaming it on Brexit and HGV drivers. But suspiciously, the fuel prices were at the highest they've ever been for ages. And where garages were normally going through 2 to 3 tankers a week, they were trying to get up to 2 to 3 tankers a day because everyone was panic buying and draining the tanks. Considering tax and VAT is highest on petrol and diesel, you can't help wondering whether it's just a little stealth recovery effort, because there wasn't any real need for it. If ever there was a time to become self-sufficient, I think probably the next 5 to 10 years would be it. So stop relying on the grid, try and get your own sort of solar power or something kicking in, and become self-sufficient, so you don't have to rely on these people as they mess things up.
Yeah, I was just leaving a gap there. Thought somebody might come in there and interject, but I agree with you. Like, I mean, a friend of mine lives on a boat. He has a 32-foot fiberglass cruising yacht, and he got tired. I mean, here in Ireland, there's a housing shortage because we have so many foreign nationals now. Apparently, 25% of, is it 25? I think it's 20. It's something like about 30% of all people living in Ireland now were born somewhere else. So yeah, we've got a lot of people from all over, I guess, living here, and so they keep giving people Irish citizenship, like people from, they're not even European, like But anyway, yeah, there's a huge there's a housing crisis here. I mean, and rents are skyrocketing. So my friend, he got sick of paying, astronomical rents. I mean, the rents are here are just, for basically a 3-bedroomed house now, you could be paying 1,800 euros a month if you wanted to rent a 3-bedroomed house here. I mean, it's just like bonkers. So this is, any of the population centres, Cork, Dublin, Limerick, I mean, you're talking mad money, like. So my friend, anyway, he got sick of, you see, what the private landlords do here is every 4 years they'll try you out and they'll get in a new tenant, because if you're in the apartment any more than 4 years, you get certain rights. So he got a bit tired of being, shown the door after 4 years. I mean, he's been in rent accommodation now about 10 years. And it's the same old cycle. Every 4 years, you're out. Sorry, I'm selling the property, or I'm refurbishing the property. And sling your hook, like. So anyway, he decided, well, he had a perfectly good, I mean, he bought this 32-foot cruising yacht there a number of years ago. And he was living in it quite happily there. It was moored out in the middle of the estuary, and he was rowing in and out to it every day. Like, I mean, he, all his mail was coming to a friend of his, like, and care of, like, and he was delighted, like. But then he had started having problems, I mean, with the boat. So the boat is on a trailer now at the moment, and he's still living on the boat, well, in the boat now, like, because it's on a trailer, and he has to climb this, about 15-foot ladder if he wants to get up onto the deck of the boat, like. But this guy now, he's in his early 60s. Like, I know this guy for donkey's years, but he's quite happily living in the boat. He's got everything he needs. He's completely off grid. Like, he's living in a beautiful rural area. He's got, I think he's got about 400 watts of solar. And he's got a wind generator that does about 350, 400 watts, depending on and he's got a couple of deep cycle batteries, and he's got a television. He's got an inverter, delighted with himself. Like, he's just, and he says he's going to live on that boat. Like, I mean, I think he's going to put the boat back into water. Maybe in April when the weather improves, but yeah, been living quite happily on the boat for the last 3 years. Absolutely loves it there. Back to you.
Yeah, it's a similar story down here. I know a couple of people who own the marinas and boatyards, and they've got no moorings, where people are just flocking and towing various projects into place. And full-time living on the boats. I think they're at the highest capacity they've been for the past 10 years. Lots of people living in boats at the moment, which is, completely understandable. I think if you notice, there's also a lot of companies who provide power storage solutions, like battery banks for homes and things. A lot of the shares, and those companies are starting to get quite rich. You're seeing them shoot up. Anyone dealing with fuel cells and things like that. I think it's the way forward. You know, people need to sort of sever these ties with having to rely on these crap managements and try and find a way of providing their needs without having to go through it. We've got a situation over here with the water companies, which I'm starting to notice. I don't know whether there's anyone older on channel who can sort of support it at all, but there's a lot of talk about the South East Water becoming back into government ownership again, and it seems to happen that the government get it, repair it, spend a lot of taxpayers' money getting it up and running, and then they flog it back to private companies who run it just to pay shareholders until it all goes to shit again, and then they sell it back to the government to fix. We seem to be on that sort of pattern again. One of the railway lines has just been sold back to the government and railway services, and I think a lot of our water companies are going to go that way as well.
Yeah, we've similar kind of shenanigans here. I mean, the motorways here are owned by private entities. Like, they were built with private money, like, and I think eventually after, was it 20 years or something, or 25 years, there's a kind of they go back to state ownership. So but yeah, I mean, to travel from Cork to Dublin now on the motorway, it'll cost you about €10. I mean, you already pay road tax, like, but no, you have to. I mean, unless you want to drive the A roads all the way to Dublin, like, which is, it probably adds about an hour to your journey, but you'd save a tenner on the you'd save about a tenner on the tolls. But yeah, here in Ireland, they did try that trick as well with the water. They privatised the bins there going back about 15 years ago. And people were really annoyed about that, like, that they succeeded in privatising the bins, the refuse. But so they tried to privatise the water there going back about 5 years ago. And there was mass protests around the country. People really got annoyed. I was threatened with jail if I didn't give the water company my bank account detail, my direct debit, like, and everything. And I thought, well, I'll go to jail, you know, if we stick together, like. So yeah, people did really stick together, and they were fought hard on it, like. And they still have this Irish water company. They're called Irish Water. Very imaginative name, like. The CEO is a guy by the name of Eamon Gallen. Would you believe that? Eamon Gallen, like, he's the CEO of the Irish Water. Like, I mean, bonkers. But but yeah, they've been up in court loads of times. There's been people poisoned because their plants aren't operating properly. There's been, you know, I mean, it's been. So I'd say it's only a matter of time before the whole sorry mess is passed back into public ownership again. Well, it is public, like, but, you know, people just refuse to pay for it. But as I said, they've set up this private public kind of company. You know, so it's called Irish Water. They're running it as a private company. They're trying to sell it off, like, to the highest bidder, obviously, but yeah, I mean, but this company, Irish Water, who are running our water, are still very quietly installing water meters everywhere. I'd say I'm probably the last house on the street not to get a water meter. Even though you can't be charged for it. I'd say they're kind of getting ready to privatize it. Maybe they might try again in another couple of years. But yeah, I mean, in fairness, like, I mean, we have much the same issues. As I said, no shortage of petrol and diesel here in Ireland. I was watching this bloody thing there about the you know, that German, they have a channel on YouTube, DW, Deutsche Welle, and they were mocking the Brexit thing, like, oh yeah, we're sensible Germans, you know, the British, they shouldn't have left. They wouldn't be in the situation they are now. But I was just thinking, like, only for, you know, the English, we'd all be speaking German. We'd still be under the Third Reich, like, you know. I mean, my grandfather fought the bloody Germans in the war. Like, he was from Plymouth. So yeah, I mean, bloody arrogant Germans, like, apologies to anybody German living. No, I don't apologize, actually. But they were so smug, like, and so really, you know, it's a case of, oh, everything is functioning normally here in Germany. Like, you know, we have plenty of everything there's no shortage of fuel, and we have loads of food on the shelves, and everything is fine and dandy in the utopia that's Germany. You know, and those silly British people, like, they've left the European Union, they've brought it on themselves, like, you know. But I thought, you know, how smug, like, you know. Bloody Germans, like, I can't stand them there. Back to you.
Yeah, it's a funny old situation. It's a funny old situation. I mean, we've got fishing issues at the moment, and the French are threatening to barricade and cause problems because they want to start fishing over here. So with the water, I think we had some sewage spills. So all the beaches were closed, so that pissed a lot of people off. It's just management issues and changing hands, and, you know, which you would expect in a situation as big as Brexit, you know. Lots of things to get head around, work out how things are done. I mean, the transport issues and routing all the stuff through Ireland at the moment, that's got issues. A lot of the stuff that's happened recently, especially with the fuel, has been purposely engineered, I think. Yeah, it's been strange. And of course, we've had COVID as well. So a lot of the things which have just been basic stuff from COVID, where factories had to close, so stuff wasn't being made. So some of the shelves are empty in the shops. You know, there's a lot of catch up. COVID caused a lot of problems, lots of catching up to do. But even that, where there's a logical explanation for it, that has been blamed on Brexit as well, which is quite comical. COVID seems to have come out the news a little bit, and they seem to be just blaming all the shortages and other bits and pieces on the Brexit. But yeah, otherwise everything's all right.
Yeah. I mean, here at the moment, there's a big push on to get everybody vaccinated. Apparently, 92% of the population of Ireland has been vaccinated, and they're asking people who are unvaccinated to come forward to be vaccinated. So I mean, I had the COVID in, was it March or April 2020, before there was any vaccines, before there was any face masks, and it was a dry barking cough for 2 weeks. Didn't lose any taste. I had the chills. Yeah, I did have the chills. Couldn't get the heat into me. I thought it was just that the spring was late arriving, like, you know. But no, I definitely had the chills for 2 weeks, and well, say, yeah, for 2 weeks, and it's really annoying. And one night, all right, I was kind of, I felt like I woke up there one night and I thought, Jesus, it feels like there's an elephant sitting on my chest, like. But there was no phlegm or anything. As I said, it was just dry cough, like. As I said, so since my immune system did such a wonderful job of protecting me, I've elected not to get the vaccine. And I've been in contact with a few people who've had COVID since, and yeah, I've not had any issues. You know, immune system, yeah, it was primed for it. Like, you know, didn't have any more problems. Like, so I still have loads of antibodies, and done a lot of research on the whole thing, like about vaccinated immunity versus natural immunity, and apparently natural immunity is far superior. Even my normally mild-mannered GP gave me an impassioned lecture of why I should be vaccinated, like, and I said, no thanks. There's 70,000 people in this country who got their first vaccination, who've decided, after all the side effects they suffered from said vaccinations, have elected not to get their second shot. So, I mean, I've fallen out with people over this, like, you know, I mean, friends, people I've known for years, oh, you must be vaccinated, you're spreading the COVID, like, what about the rest of us? Well, I said, hang on a second now. I said, there are people who have been doubly vaccinated and they're dying in hospital of COVID. So I said, look, this virus, I said, the vaccination is only about 85% effective. So I said, there will be 15% of people who have been vaccinated that the vaccine will not protect them. I said, that's not my fault. I said, I had COVID, got over it. I said, I've been fine since. No ill effects, no nothing, like, you know, I mean, I said, there's not a hope in hell that I'm going to take basically an untested vaccine. I mean, I know somebody who's not been well since they had the swine flu vaccine. It was made by SmithKline Beecham, I think, was it, or GlaxoSmithKline, one of those guys, anyway. They had the swine flu vaccine back in, was it 2012, 2013, something like that, anyway. And they developed narcolepsy after they were given the vaccine, and their life is ruined, basically, like, you know, she's a woman in her, she'd be a bit older than me now, like, you know, but she was working away before she got this bloody vaccine, like, and got the vaccine, and she's not been, as I said, she suffers from narcolepsy now, like, she just keeps falling asleep all the time, like, I mean, her life has been ruined, can no longer work, can no longer drive a car. So I'm very reticent about any vaccine, as I say, as my immune system did such a wonderful job of protecting me, like, I reckon I'm covered there. Back to you.
I reckon the amount of shagging you've done over the years, you're probably immune to everything, even radiation. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, if you work in an office or whatever, and you know, sterile environment, and you don't get out much and expose yourself to things, then I think vaccines are very important. I, like you, think I had COVID, but it wasn't mild. I had what started off as a cold, end of winter, and it just developed into this cough. And at times I was finding it difficult to breathe, and I was coughing so much I couldn't inhale breath. And I went through the sort of cold symptoms, which weren't particularly strong, just sort of a mild fever and whatever, but it was the cough and the breathing. At the time I just thought it was a bad case of the flu, but it did not go away for 2 to 3 months. And even after that, I think for the rest of that year, I still had breathing problems and chest problems and stuff. But thankfully, after that, when it broke the news that there was COVID going around, I haven't had it since, or anything close to it. But I've had the injections, and I've been around a few people now who's had it, getting over it or caught it, and so far I've had nothing at all now. But again, I could be just immune. But I think it's just one of those situations. If you're in a lot, don't mix with a lot of different people. Don't associate with a lot of people. Fairly clean person, for example, then your immunity is quite low, and you would need something like that to give it a boost.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, I mean, I'm polyamorous, so multiple partners, like, and so yeah, I mean, I guess I've got super immunity from probably most things, like, you know. And I've been kind of living this lifestyle now for, I don't know, about the last 14, 15 years, like, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I guess it's helped. Yeah, I guess probably in retrospect, you're absolutely spot on. Obviously, I suppose the thing is like, if you're mixing with so many people, it does. And at one stage I had, Jesus, I had about 8 or 9 regular girlfriends I used to see on a regular basis. Not so many now anymore, like, but I've probably been down to about four regulars now, like, people that I meet up with, like, girls, ladies. But yeah, as I said before, I was when I was younger, I was yeah, totally, yeah, as I said, my I was running out of space on the SIM card on the phone, like, not boasting now or anything, like, it's just that's the way it was, like, but now as I've gotten older, like, obviously, and I've put on a few pounds, like, the phone isn't ringing so much, like, I've have a few regular lady friends now that I meet up with, like, but not and the thing is, this this COVID thing has really ruined my sex life anyway, like, because the thing is, like, you go on the internet dating websites and they ask, if you go on POF or any one of those, like, it's a case of, oh, I've got my jab. They actually can put it up on their profile, and they will ask you, like, have you got your vaccination? And no, I haven't been vaccinated. Oh no, sorry, I can't see you. Like, I've got a sick mother, that I visit regularly at the nursing home, and I don't want to kill her, like, sort of way, like, so. Yeah, fair enough. Like, okay, best of luck for the future. Cheery boy, like. So yeah, definitely the COVID has definitely wrecked my sex life there. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. I thought at one point we was going to end up with passports, or well, I think we still have, haven't we? Or having to have barcodes tattooed onto us to say that we're clean. But yeah, thankfully it hasn't quite happened yet. But I'm sure they'd like it to. They say the cases are going up again, but just don't know yet. I haven't seen or heard of much around me. People are more worried about the bin men strike at the moment in Brighton, and rubbish piling up to be worried about the COVID cases rising. So I'll just have to watch this space. Anyway, I am home now. So thanks for the chat. Nice to talk to you. It's been a while. Hopefully catch up with you again. Stay safe. And hope you get your car sorted out.
Okay, Bly. Yeah, pleasure talking to you as always there. Yeah, thanks for the chat there. Yeah, I'll just have to buy something, probably tomorrow or the next day. Like, I'm looking around at the free ads at the moment, like, and yeah, I'll get something anyway, something cheap and cheerful that will keep me going for another one. As I say, I'm not one for investing huge amounts of money in cars, like, if I won the lottery, like, I'd probably buy a decent car, like, but yeah, the market is flooded with yeah, pretty good cheap cars. Like, I'll get something anyway, probably something diesel. I might even get, as I say, I'm looking at a couple of Saabs. I either get one of those or maybe another Audi, maybe, like, I don't know. But I was considering going back to Honda, but I don't know. Hondas are kind of yeah, they're good, like, but the Civic that I'd be looking at, like the ones that made in Swindon, like they don't have rear independent suspension, like, which I've driven one or two of them and they're very squirrely on the road. The Civic up to 2010, 2012, like, which is all I could afford at the moment. But so yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Bly, and I hope the whole Brexit thing works out. And hopefully you'll have plenty of petrol, diesel on your forecourts pretty soon. And they're all. I mean, the European boats now, they're not in English waters anymore. They're over here robbing our fish. We've got no fish. I mean, I've known people who went mackerel fishing 1 mile off the coast during July and August, and nothing. The foreign boats have scooped everything up. There's no fish left in the Irish Sea at this stage. As I said, the foreign boats, they can, with the Lisbon and Nice Treaty, they can fish right up now to the practically, the beach. The foreign boats. This is why he left the European Union. But as I said, there's no fish left here. The only fish that you'll get now in Ireland are in Lidl and Aldi, and they've been caught in bloody Holland or Norway or Sweden or somewhere like. So yeah, nice talking to you, Bly, and we'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, you too. Catch you soon.